roll up loud, ready for a scene, and they freeze mid-step, 'cause the sidewalk's clean. Fresh white line, like a battle scar, every edge in place, every mark a star. Mr. Bill's Curves, where the strong stand tall, trip up the chaos, hold the front line wall, good stone guardians, watching every turn. Mr. Bill's Curves, make the doubters burn. Boots on the ground, badges in the night, neighbors on the porch, backlit by the porch light. Every sharp corner like a drawn-out sword. When the crowd surges, they hold the accord. Mr. Bill's Curves, where the strong stand tall, trip up the chaos, hold the front line wall, good stone guardians, watching every turn. Mr. Bill's Curves, make the doubters burn. They chant and they push, but the line doesn't fade. Every painted edge, every groove that was laid. Dreamy head,
Holy cow. Have a good fart.
still in the street. Mr. Bill's Curves stand where the patriots meet. Mr. Bill's Curves, where the strong stand tall, trip up the chaos, hold the front line wall, stone guardians, watching every turn. Mr. Bill's Curves, make the doubters burn.
How we doing, guys? How we doing? Nice to see everybody. Hope you guys are doing good out there today. If you guys popping in, I appreciate it. See how many other people pop in. Hopefully not too many moderator trolls pop in or anything like that. Nice to see nice people like Electric Lou in the chat there. Not as nice to see K2 there and his fake news things or whatever that are in the Discord there. But if you want to watch that, yeah, you can look at the silly thing that he paid somebody else to make or whatever that's making fun of me or something like that or whatever in the Discord over there. But check. I want to see if we can get this all off of here. This is cool. Plus, protesters are about 20 feet from him. 30 feet. It breaks down the oxides there. Hey, Charlie.
That's what you get for laughing at me.
Yeah, karma.
Makes it a little bit easier to get rid of
We
that.
gotta let it sit for a minute too.
I know it's going to take a second one. Whatever they use here, we're helping them out now because they know like what works. You know.
That's true.
And Pretend has his camera. Hi, he has his camera into us because we're much more interesting in this.
He does, doesn't he? I wonder if Billy Ray's going to go down there today.
And he'll be like,
Out there live right now, I just noticed.
I don't know if it's been approved by the city.
He never asked about the paint though, surprisingly, huh? Did the city approve that paint and graffiti?
I kind of doubt it.
I don't know. So that one's not Tina's. There we go. He really has quite the setup, though.
I'm curious.
Get like a better,
There's only like 3 or 4 people out in front of ICE right now.
You know?
Slow Tuesday night, you know.
Alrighty.
Let's see if he's
I
looking.
probably, he should thank me because I probably just doubled his viewership. Me and you and Nico. I don't want to
Seriously.
take all the credit.
Yeah, that's all he's looking at. It was over there. Oh, wow. People are actually doing something constructive at ICE. We better watch that versus standing in front of a driveway
Stick,
yelling at federal agents for doing their job. Like, that's
I don't know.
ridiculous.
So we'll just be patient this time, Chris.
Oh, Chris is out there. Okay, yeah, he's got protection.
We're still the most interesting thing
I
here.
wondered if I recognize that voice.
Is that yellow heck girl? That might be amazing.
I
He
think
goes
so.
over there also. This is not Tina Kotex, though. Give him a follow over there
Oh,
on his
there we
YouTube. Or how his chat's doing over there, but I'm going to shout out his channel real quick here. Copy that. Go back to the live. Here is his channel if you want to see the reporting
Oh, he's reaching. That's pretty tall too.
help that he does there.
He might. And
If I can reach it, I might need gloves too.
Well, let me try.
Just gonna
We're about
hide
the
it.
same height though. That's the thing. Yeah, we're the same height.
I've got 8 bars too. So,
See what they're up to there at ICE. There's not a whole lot going on. But make sure you give not Tina Kotex to follow there. Oh, I got the wrong banner up there, Doug, on it. That's the one I wanted up there. You're trying to
One
get
more.
customers. You going to get it?
that's,
There's not. You guys can still hear it with my headset. It was off after 4 hours or something like that.
Man, I'm trying to catch up on chats too. Yeah.
you're good about that. I can't do that without putting my reading phone.
These are holding
Metalsmith Oz says, I love this so much. There's so much contrast between the libs and the right now. Who destroys stuff? Who cleans stuff up? Man, I agree. Oh, we'll find out. He was very unhappy with repainting the trolley benches.
Even though we used the right shade that was recommended by the trolley company.
Yeah, by the right shade recommended by the trolley company, and he was not happy with that. So go figure. And wasn't it the very next day when they sent the trolley down? I can't remember if it was the next day or a couple days
Here's my
after,
chat.
but that was really cool.
There's a good viewership.
So
Whoa.
I live in here, I hardly ever get to see that trolley, let alone here at this final stop. But I mean, if that trolley offends that many people, wow, that many people who don't live here. I'll put it that way.
What's going on, Charlie? How's your day going? Are you guys like my poll there that I put in the chat there?
Yeah, it was next day the trolley came.
So you guys like my poll that I put in the chat there by
It
chance?
would be to interview the 3 of us.
Poll that I put in the chat there by
It
chance?
would be to interview.
Yeah, 6 votes. Ooh, 3-way tie. Potatoes and everything. Good deal, good deal. You guys are kind of liking it. See what else we got going on over here.
Even
Like that.
Try to see if I can get a guest on here today, but nobody wants to answer my messages or anything like that. So you're going to clean the water there too. That's good.
clean.
No problem there, buddy. Good girl, there we are.
Nice.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Oh, that,
Oh, we've got Trump stuff over here. If we can bring the camera around the other side, we'll hit the Trump stuff.
if I did. keep an eye on them in case anything pops off or anything like that there. But just cover some news real quick here for the heck of it. Do a little bit of everything, you know. Reminder that Biden's regime has set up a hotline for unaccompanied migrant children to report safety issues. 65,000 calls went unanswered. Only one person was assigned. This is because they keep talking about the children. You got to care about the children that you're hurting, children in all these different places. But when they made no effort whatsoever to help children here, they got no leg to stand on.
So you're telling this committee that the Biden administration, while they were letting all of these unaccompanied minors into the country, and as we've talked about today, they weren't keeping track of them, they issued these kids a hotline that they could call if they had trouble with the sponsor family that they were put with. And you're saying that 65,000 calls to this hotline designated to protect these kids went unanswered? Is that what you're telling this committee?
Yes, sir.
Wow. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Do you know how many staffers the administration assigned to answering these phones and helping these kids?
One.
One staffer? Any idea how many hours a day this staffer was working?
No.
Maybe that's why there were 65,000 calls that weren't answered from these little kids, huh? Unbelievable.
And what authority did that staffer have to help the kids also would be the other kind of thing to ask.
So you're telling
Craziness. Looks like they went after Christine Nome today. Let's see what they were saying here.
You rule out the deployment of ICE or CBP to polling places this November?
There are no plans to have ICE officers at our polling locations. And
I'm glad to hear that, but would you rule it out? Would you say it will
What a stupid question.
not happen?
do you plan on illegal aliens voting in our elections, Senator?
You rule out the deployment of ICE or CBP to
You see how stupid his question is. Yes, there's no if there's no illegal aliens going to polling places, hanging out at polling places, why would ICE need to be near polling places? The stupidest question ever asked among a congressperson. I wonder if there's a longer version I got later on here. That's idiotic. You just got worry warts. Exactly. It's like, I want to keep my job. Please don't go after the illegal aliens that eventually we want to be able to have the ability to vote, and they'll vote for us because we gave them stuff, you know, just like back in the day when a certain Lyndon Johnson allegedly gave black people certain rights they didn't have before, even though it was Republicans that did it. He said they'll be voting for me for the longest time, right? It's the same kind of nonsense that Democrats are trying to pull in this stuff.
In Iran. But hold on, if bombs dropping on the nuclear program and destroying them last year didn't help move forward those objectives of deterring the regime, why do we think that suddenly this is going to do the same thing?
Because the people who weren't deterred are now dead. That's number one.
But let me,
Number
but
two.
let me, but this is a
He just answered your question in about 10 words. No, there's no, you asked a question, you got to answer it in 10 words. Next question. Enough said. The people that wanted to keep it going are, for the most part, not living anymore. What do you have to say about that?
Iran. Those people are dead, but there are other people. They've got plenty of people, Scott.
I agree with you on that.
And there's no indication.
7 layers deep on
we are 72 hours into this.
You're making a good case for this.
There's no indication, as we sit here tonight, that there have been any political changes in Iran. So my question is,
40 of the top leaders are gone. When they went to vote and everything for the new government, Israel kind of made the building where they were doing the voting go boom, boom. I think there's some political changes going on.
If bombs dropping a year ago didn't change it, what is the rationale for thinking that bombs dropping today are going to change the actual political dynamics on the ground in Iran?
Well, look, you're asking a broad question about justification and what we intend to do with these guys over the long term. The justification is, A, we had a huge problem with the ballistic missiles, and we did believe that if Israel, according to the Secretary of State, attacked, and they intended to attack, that our bases were going to be targeted. They were not willing to absorb that attack, so we attacked. That is what the Secretary of State has said. You can agree with it, disagree with it, but that is the justification. That's number one. Number two,
you think that makes sense? You think?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious that the.
I'm about to smack you. I've got my hand right here. You're about to get smacked. Are you gonna want to get smacked, or if you have a faster punch, are you gonna punch me versus getting slapped? Do you understand? This is simple logic. You don't want to get slapped, right? No, not a good thing to get slapped. So you're going to prevent getting slapped by punching and forcing that person away from you so that you can't get slapped. Oh my goodness, these people. Hey, Jeannie. Hey, Gary, how we doing? Nice to see you guys. How are we doing? And this guy's going to say, you think that's a good idea to attack them before they are suspected of attacking you? Yes.
Iranians are not shy about firing ballistic missiles across the region. I was in Israel last summer and watched many of them in the sky above my head.
Scott, are you for this invasion or not? You seem to be dancing around the question.
No,
you think this was a good idea?
No, I'm quite for it.
And
I think these butchers deserve to die, not just because of the missiles, not just because of the nuclear program, but for 47 years, Josh, they have waged war against Western civilization, against the United States. Their mantra is death to America. They have killed American soldiers, American personnel. They have maimed people, our people. And so if you want to go back decades or you want to go back 2 weeks.
And it looks like they say it wants Carter back in office is what it looks like to me. Let's say it's a Carter symbol.
There's plenty of reasons to believe that those people that we killed being gone is good for U.S. national security. That's my view. I'm mourned, by the way. And we should say the loss of the U.S. service who I think died in
if President Trump
noble
makes
cause.
a deal with the next guy down in the IRGC and says, okay, just like Venezuela, we'll have the Chavistas without Maduro, we'll have the IRGC without the Ayatollah.
We'll have a non-drug smuggling person in charge of a country in Venezuela. Yes, that's okay. I'd rather have a non-drug smuggling socialist rather than a drug smuggling socialist in charge of a country. Okay? And I'd rather have someone who does not scream death to America, death to Israel repeatedly and puts it all over the Constitution when that next person might say something instead of like, Islam is the greatest, or something like that. I don't mind that versus death to America. Okay, you understand the difference?
Are you going to then switch and be like, oh, that's great. We're just going to do a deal with the Ayatollah, successor, and then the next Ayatollah, and the next IRGC, and you're just going to switch and be like, okay, we're fine with the regime because Trump said it's fine.
The president said his objectives are.
Keep in mind, what did Carter try to do back in the day? You guys are, I'm barely old enough to remember. He tried regime change by putting somebody in to the Iranian thing that the people didn't really want too much at the time. They didn't want the U.S. intervening in their area. So what did the people do? They said, oh, the U.S. is intervening. We're going to stop that by putting in this Ayatollah guy instead of the Shah guy. But what the U.S. is doing, they're kind of letting Iran pick their next leader. You understand this? If their next leader decides to do some more bad stuff, they kind of know what might happen to them now. You see the point?
And I think these are worthy. They're not going to have the missiles. They're not going to have nuclear weapons. If whoever becomes the next leadership in Iran says, okay, we're tired of being punished for missiles and nuclear weapons, that would be a good outcome that I think we would all be happy with.
Hey, Kamal, how you doing? Nice to see you. See a few friendly faces out there. I appreciate you guys popping in here. I'm sure BCP will pop in or whatever and take all my viewers away at around 8 o'clock or whenever he goes on. But I appreciate you guys hanging out for now. You know, I don't think YouTube is not putting out the notifications like they used to. I've noticed on different people's streams slightly too. Let's see what else we got going on in the news here.
If bombs drop.
Let's see what Not Tina Kotex is up to first.
Play some of that stuff. But then when Ice comes out, I would play The Ride of the Valkyries by Wagner. You probably know it as the helicopter scene in Apocalypse Now, where they go da 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 da. Yeah. When the Ice Age, they'd probably get a kick out of it. I think they'd love it. The Ice people would, yeah. What's going on here? It's kind of messed up. It's dirty. It also looks like somebody tried to break into it. Maybe, yeah.
I'm not sure about Not Tina, but Chris and Nico live nearby that area there, so they like to take care of their area, clean up the stuff that's kind of messing up in that ballpark out there. Hey, Yokert, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Some new faces. Are you a new face or are you an old face? I can't remember all the faces. Dark's kind of a newer face. I've seen him around, but Kamala, no offense, Makeda is kind of an older face. She's been around the block a little bit here. Not saying that mean, just you know what I'm saying. You know, we always got 10 people. That's cool. Let's stay with these guys for a little bit longer. Then we'll go back to some news stuff.
Let's stand back and
stand back, stand by.
I'm gonna try it, but it's really high. This one.
Oh, let me see the blade, see if I can reach.
I'll point it out. Yeah, that one. Lift her up on your shoulders, dude. You can do it. Yeah. All right, look, here, you see this? Put your foot on there. I'll do it if you won't. I'm old. Oh, you're doing that one right there? Yeah, I totally have that. Look, hey, awesome. Look at that.
Good job, good job. Yeah. I wonder if Pretend Media is so bored. Is he so bored that he's streaming this down the block? He couldn't possibly be that bored to be.
When Marcus was burning that flag, and the guy with the megaphone was like,
no, he's got two people in front of the ice building. He'd rather restream two people, one dinosaur, one person in the bike in front of the ice building than stream people that are working. That's so funny. At least they're working hard. If Not Tina Kotex and Nico Ora going to follow the guys, they do a good job out there. Let's go see what else we got going on here in the world of the bookmarks here. Oh, this was interesting here. I didn't see the video here. It said Senator John Ossoff, I'm not sure where he's from, was pressed on why attendees at his events must show ID, Democrat, while he opposes nationwide voter ID laws. When asked, don't your rallies require IDs? He walked away without engaging. Later on, he'll say, I didn't hear the question. I'm sure. Let's see what he says to this one here. Low-key, kind of a low-key type guy since 2005. YouTube since 2005? Okay, that's cool. I can't remember when I first got on YouTube. Probably about the same time. I don't know. Let's see what we got here.
Ossoff, why did you call an ID bill unworkable? Doesn't your rally require IDs? And why are you against efforts to secure elections? Senator Ossoff, why did you call a voter ID totally unworkable? Don't you require IDs?
Unworkable? So he wouldn't even try to work on kind of driver's license or, DMV ID? He couldn't even sort of narrow it down to something simple like that? Or, wow, but you got to have an ID to get into your event? Interesting. I guess he's racist and sexist.
For your rallies? Why are you opposed to efforts to secure elections? Ossoff, why did you call an ID bill unworkable?
Where's he from? Ossoff, like some fancy state house, it looks like here. Leftist agitators at the University of New Mexico, I'm guessing. Yeah. Was arrested after they reportedly tried to stop a TPUSA event from happening. Conservatives are not safe on college campuses on left-wing college campuses, New Mexico, left-wing states or something like that. I have no idea why. You'd think being that close to the border, you'd be have a little common sense. And a 40-year-old lefty also? What the heck?
Yeah, you have no been to that.
I was thinking about putting all the above thing, but everybody would have put all the above because everybody loves potatoes. Or say, like, that'd be an history question. Do people like potatoes or don't like potatoes? Everybody likes potatoes in some form or another.
He put his hands on my throat. You have no right to touch anybody. You need to cuff him.
I was going to say, I figured it probably wouldn't be the old guy or whatever that got in trouble. It would be a bunch of the college students that were attacking somebody for a TPUSA table, with, common sense stuff on the TPUSA thing. Crazy leftists. How many people, though? Okay, only 2 or 3. I thought it was like more than that. I think this is fake news from the other day here, but fake AI looks. You almost the thing is that real? Like that dog cannot be real, can it? Here it comes. Here it comes. You have to talk. 6% on tots. Yeah. The mashed potatoes took the lead. What am I thinking when I say regular potato? What kind of potato am I? What's a potato? And some people put it in the microwave or something like that. It's got another name. Just kind of a boiled potato, or when you put butter on it, just cut it up. Sometimes you eat the skin. Is there a certain name for that potato? I just call it regular potato, but evil question. That's not evil question. Or barely holding the House and Senate. Yeah, possibly, but you still got 8 or 9 months until the election. You haven't even picked the primary winners in all these races yet. So, baked potato. Thank you, fork spoon in the house. Duh, baked potato. You guys usually microwave your potatoes, or you bake your potatoes for your baked potatoes. Anyway, that was interesting there. I didn't see any other crazy. Let's see if there's any crazy news there besides Mr. Bill's live there. I guess it's crazy news. CNN have trouble on their broadcast here. What was going on here?
All right. Well, that's pretty dramatic. But we have things coming in, so we are going to just unmic. Dan, why don't you take the mic off?
And then go downstairs?
Yep, I'm going to show you exactly where we go. All right.
Well, that's pretty dramatic.
You do need to move pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, and there we go. We're just going to get onto this camera. All right. And come with me, Dan. You can just leave that there. Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to just move slowly here while Dan's coming with me. Okay. And we're going to move. So you hear the sirens now, and this is all around the area that we're in Tel Aviv. So that initial warning.
Laughing dog. I didn't see laughing dogs. What the heck? That was weird. Like, I had a whole bunch of people popping in or whatever all of a sudden at the chat there, but still says there's only 11 people. But potato wedges. Ooh, that would have been another nice one worth watching. You're watching the CNN people run away from noises or something like that. When Trey Yinks or whatever on Fox News, when he has to run or whatever, he gets up and goes. He doesn't take care of your mic, move this, watch your step. He's like, time to go.
It was about, I think, 5 or 6 minutes, Dan. Okay, and then let's just keep going. All right, we're gonna.
This could be fire from Lebanon as well, from the Iranian instructed Hezbollah, which is part of the Iranian regime strategy of what's called survival warfare. Mobilize as much missiles coming from Lebanon.
The Yemens going on.
It could be the Houthis in Yemen. We don't know, but this is the Iranian regime survival strategy. Mobilize as much terror as you can to distract the world's attention away from the Iranian front itself.
All right, now while sheltering at that time, we heard a number of large blasts, and that's what you hear as they intercept.
I don't know if that was news or not, but it looks like other things are happening. Do I see a translation option on there? I don't see a translation option on that one. Nothing crazy. This is interesting. Has this been decided yet? With 45% reporting, James Taylor leads Jasmine Crockett 53-45 in the Texas Democrat Senate primary. Difference is 75,000 votes. Looks like she's going to lose this, but it'll probably help her chances at a governor race or something like that down the road or something like that. She'll probably try to do that. Say, I almost won the primary for the Democrat Senate thing, so you better elect me as governor. What a waste. Not that. Anything else new in the news? Is that who I think it is? Falling in love is like giving someone a loaded pew-pew, pointed right at your heart, and trusting them not to pew-pew. Interesting. AI. Jasmine Crockett, what did she say here?
Resilient. We cannot allow, Allred has already stated, we encourage each and every one of you to remain resilient. We cannot allow this type of behavior to be rewarded, because so long as they know that they can win, even if it means cheating, then they will continue to do it.
Didn't Trump say something like that a while back, and he was called an election denier? Didn't Trump say something like that back in the day? And like, you're denied elections. I don't know what this particular thing is about here, but I'm pretty sure Trump said something like that back in 2020.
So I am asking you, I am begging you to make sure that you go ahead and.
I saw a little bit of it last night or something like that. Maybe not this morning, but yeah, it was pretty red, pretty full. And it was like lighting up the sky for a little while there last night. She never looks the same. It depends on her audience. It depends on her audience. My guess in this particular audience is
where it is.
As you can see, the people around her have darker skin around her. So she tries to have this kind of a darker skin mentality, and the way she dresses and things like that is kind of more designed for that. If there are more people that have that skin color, then she'd probably dress up a little nicer for some reason, like very inauthentic person. Anything else going on here? I don't think there's too much crazy news. That's just weird. Even this guy was saying some nice. No, that's Carney. I was thinking the other guy who said some nice things. The NATO boss guy said some nice things about Trump recently. And she's all over the news. I don't know if I saw this yet. What was this guy yelling about here?
Why is that? Because I believe the president. Who does Tom Holman work for? You or the president?
The president.
Okay. Why is that? Because I believe the president recognized that you weren't getting it done in Minneapolis, and you're putting us further away from pointing to this. We're beginning to get the American people to think that deporting people is wrong. It's the exact opposite. The way you're going about deporting them is wrong. The fact that you can't admit to a mistake, which looks like under investigation, is going to prove that Miss Good and Mr. Petty probably should not have been shot in the face and in the back. Law enforcement needs to learn from that. You don't protect them by not looking after the facts. Not only should the FBI be investigating it, but every single law enforcement agency in that
This guy. Let's watch this.
jurisdiction should be invited to it. So our law enforcement officers do not have this pall cast upon them. One of the reasons why ICE officers are having threats and
Have you already seen this one, Laura? I haven't watched this yet here. Tillis. Is he a Republican? Or is he a Democrat? I can't keep track.
And damn the people that threaten ICE officers, because so many of them are doing a good job. It's because you've cast a pall on them by acting like we should investigate things differently. Officer-involved shootings have a formula that we should go through every time. And we're not going through that formula. As a matter of fact, in Ms. Good's case, I think that they were even saying that maybe there wasn't even a need to do it in the DOJ. I hope that that's changed. But I'm telling you, it was a civil rights review. I saw your frown. You can correct me if I'm wrong. But originally, Blanche said there wouldn't be an investigation. Folks, law enforcement, we've got to have their back. We've got to make it clear when they make a mistake, then they get corrected for.
Is she going to say that there's like 37 internal investigations into ICE things or something like that? I'm guessing she's going to bring up something to the fact that there's plenty of internal investigations into conduct among ICE agents, but let's see what she says here.
For it. But you don't walk away from it, and you've
If he gives her the chance.
done it too many times. Now, Secretary, I read your book last week. And honestly, some of the parts of it impressed me,
Don't bring up the dog. Don't bring up the dog like a child.
but some of it distresses me. And I'll give you a good example of one that does. The passage where you talk about killing a dog.
He brought up the dog thing. Absolute childish behavior. Seriously, it's been talked out. You don't need to bring up something like that. He's so petty. And it's gracious. Okay, Laura, would he be the nagging wife in a marriage or whatever? If this is a marriage, would he be the nagging wife and she'd be the alpha male figure kind of thing?
That was 14 months old. I train dogs, all right? And you are a farmer. You should know better. You should know that if you're going out.
I just had to take care of a certain animal yesterday. It wasn't a pet, but an injured animal yesterday that was bugging my cats and things like that. So I had to kind of take care of that particular animal that was bugging my cats. You can guess what kind of animal I'm talking about. But yeah, sometimes you have to do certain things. I don't know about her dog situation, but is this the Senate hearing talking about immigration and customs enforcement? You're going to bring up a dog?
Out to a hunting lodge and you're putting pheasants out and you're putting dogs out, you don't take a puppy out there. A 14-month-old dog is basically a teenager in dog years. You decided to kill that dog because you had not invested the appropriate time in training, and then you have the audacity to go into a book and say it's a leadership lesson about tough choices. It's in your book. We could play it if we had time. At that same lunch hour, you killed a goat. And you killed the goat because you said it was behaving badly. You are a farmer. You don't castrate a goat. They
He's almost 3 minutes into this. He hasn't asked her a question yet.
behave badly. You should have probably done that before. But my point is, those are bad decisions made in the heat of the moment, not unlike what happened up in Minneapolis. I expect we're an exceptional nation. And one of the reasons we're exceptional is we expect exceptional leadership. And you've demonstrated anything but that in the time that I've seen you responding to the emergency in North Carolina and across the Southeast, and acknowledging when mistakes are made and speaking too soon for the experience.
This guy into the patriarchy kind of thing? Is this what you call the white Christian nationalist patriarchy type behavior or something like that? What is wrong with this guy? I don't care if he's right wing or left wing. He's a crazy person.
Idiot of social media or whatever it is. I'll leave you with this, Ms. Noem. I'm expecting answers to Charlotte's.
Here's an idea. She's literally right there, right in front of you. Okay? What you do, and this is the time for her to say the information about Homeland Security to everybody. You ask her questions. You don't berate her. You ask her the tough questions. That's your job right now in this meeting. Not to kind of get TikTok famous.
Web. I requested it a month ago. That was one of the investigations in Charlotte, 20 minutes from where I live. All I asked for, if it had to be anonymized, was information so that I could determine if your hit rate is right. I want to find more of those people, and I want to detain fewer of the others. And Mr. Chair, in my remaining time, I have a lot to
Your remaining time.
go. But I want to submit this letter from the Office of Inspector General that cites 10 different instances under Ms. Noem's leadership where they've been misled and not allowed to pursue investigations that they think are critically important. Does anybody have any idea how bad it has to be for the OIG in this agency to come out and do this publicly? That is stonewalling. That's a failure of leadership. And that is why I've
North Carolina, Republican. He's just trying to. Does he have a hard contest coming up or something like that? In office 2011 to 2015. Assumed office 2015, January. So that means, yeah, then he's got to. He's
call for your resignation.
He's in the battle for keeping his seat, basically. I'm guessing there's going to be some sort of MAGA people that are going to want to take his job for this stuff.
And if I don't get an answer to these questions, I don't want an applause. Please don't do that for me. If I don't get an answer to these questions, if I don't get an answer that you've had a month to respond to, and the remaining ones, as of today, I'll be informing leadership that I'm putting a hold on any en bloc nominations until I get a response. And in 2 weeks, if I don't get a response, I'm going to deny quorum and markup in as many committees as I can until I get a response. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Who does Tom Holman work for?
What a child.
Or the
What an
president?
absolute child that guy is.
Okay.
That's the only question she was allowed to answer. Like, what the heck is wrong with this guy? Oh, my goodness. Let's go back and see what's going on with Not Tina Kotex over here.
But they should let me because I'm a shareholder. After everybody drove the price of Tesla stock in half because Elon was doing his Doge thing,
jokes.
I thought, well, that's a pretty good buy at $239, and it's now like around $400 and all. I'm giving Elon some free advertising here in the hopes that this product placement, when I get home, there will be a Model Y in my driveway. What do you think? Yeah, I found the other glove.
There's more to it?
What's
Okay.
the other model? What's the original one? There's Model Y.
Well, the Model 3 is the economy version. And it's not a bad little car, but the Model Y, which you can get, well, it used to be around 40 with the tax breaks. Real roomy. It's the best-selling car in the world, or at least it was for a while. Yeah, best-selling car in the world.
So why am I disappointed?
And great car.
Secretary
Yeah.
Oh, he's retiring. He's retiring. Not Facebook. I'm trying to find the whole thing on this one here. Tom Tillis. Give me a link. Give me a link. Give me a link for the whole thing. What did I miss on that one there? I just look at Tillis Gnome. Videos 1031. Okay, this one here probably I'll do it.
At Ancestry, we believe every question about the past is a spark.
Apologetically pro-law enforcement, you can count in every single L to get them into this country. Predecessor created. It was absurd. You heard the things from Senator Brett, people that came over here who themselves were traumatized by the very people who then come to this country
You guys hear
and
it?
traumatize American citizens. You heard Senator Schmidt.
Ask a
it's why
question.
I'm angry, and it's why I've been critical of you, Secretary Noem, because we're missing an opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the reasons President Trump won a year and a half ago is because people were sick and
Does he ask her any questions? I guess go slow. See if the camera goes to her. Is he just going to talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and well, maybe here.
with Stephen Miller aiding and abetting. I heard first reports that he was the one that said it was a domestic terrorist situation where 2 people lost their lives in Minneapolis. I've heard that report. Maybe you can refute it. I don't know that we'll have time for you to respond because
I heard. What news do you watch? You're a senator. You're supposed to look for facts, not conjecture, not opinions, not hearsay. Do you understand your job? I heard it was Stephen Miller. Goodness gracious. Sound like Pam Tifa.
After time, I've been disappointed. But before I get back to looking at the vicious people that did this damage to these families, I want to talk a minute about FEMA. You have a policy right now that anything over $100,000 has to go through your desk for approval. I asked my staff,
Exactly,
because I'm a
Kimberly,
management
exactly.
consultant. I don't try to do cheap shots in here.
It's like, what? This guy must be like a Raleigh Democrat. I'm not sure if anybody in here is from North Carolina, but I'm guessing. I think Raleigh is like the capital city over there, at least the big city. A lot of Democrats there. I'm guessing that's where this guy grew up, and he's a Republican type person from there. That maybe at one time or whatever he was liked by somebody here. He had to kind of ride the fence, but he's not a conservative. Why? Is she gonna ask a question?
This is President Trump's first administration.
Look at how she's kind of stone faced and everything, like occasional blink or something like that, but she's not showing any anger, any frustration, just simply listening and behaving.
Which one would you like to have? If you're a state that has a $60 billion disaster, your biggest disaster in South Dakota that I can tell that when you were an elected official was about $500 million. So 1/100th of this single storm where thousands of people are hurting in North Carolina and you're just barely catching up. This is what competent FEMA leadership looks like. This is what incompetent FEMA leadership looks like. And people are hurting in Western North Carolina from the most significant storm they've ever experienced. This is what we need more of. I'm convinced you can't do it. If you're requesting a review of $100,000 and up, then it begs the question, why? Why would you be involved in that? Why would that be a policy? And in a minute, I'll ask about some people that are involved, some special government employees. Why are they involved in it? Thank you.
He's going to ask it'd be nice if you ask questions eventually, It'd be nice if, you're actually gonna find out what her questions are.
No.
That 100,000.
See, he just doesn't. You just wanted to know about the $100,000. She's telling you about the $100,000, and you don't want to hear it.
Only had to do.
I will hold the clock until I finish.
Okay.
The bottom line is, I've done the analysis, and you can say whatever you want to. I've worked with the Democrat governor. I've worked with the Republican governor. I've worked with fiscal research. We have people contacting my office now to get the information to better understand the failure of this department. You felt it.
That's why implication was earlier, that you kind of got in there because they needed somebody that the establishment could control.
FEMA, and in fact, if I get to it, actually, why don't I cover this right now? The Homeland Security Act of 2002 expressly prohibits the Secretary of Homeland Security from restricting or diverting FEMA resources.
Okay, I'm guessing he only gets 10 minutes or something like that. He's in 5 minutes already.
From the agency's mission. Based on your disaster response, the chart that I just showed you, I have reason to believe that you're violating the law, either knowingly or unknowingly. So I'll be asking and getting a submission to the record, submitting a question for the record, what the total amount of FEMA reimbursements are currently being held by DHS, awaiting for final approval. Held by DHS, awaiting for final approval for an agency that you should not be obstructing the disbursement on. I'm going to give you time to answer to it under penalty of perjury so that we can get it right. Now, going back to Minneapolis, why can't we just say we made a mistake? I will ask you one question, if you can just give me a...
And that it's going to be that one question, and he wouldn't give her any other... Wow. I'm going to give you a chance to answer the questions. And then...
Quick response. Who does Tom Holman work for? You or the president?
The president.
Okay, and 4 minutes and 40 seconds later, he went on and on in that diatribe you just heard. So let's go to like 9 minutes or so over here.
Minneapolis. I expect we're an exceptional nation. And one of the reasons we're exceptional is we expect exceptional leadership. And you've demonstrated anything but that in the time that I've seen you responding to the emergency in North Carolina and across the Southeast, and acknowledging when mistakes are made and speaking too soon for the expedient of social media or whatever it is. I'll leave you with this, Ms. Nome.
I'll leave you with this, even though he said he was going to ask her questions on the record under oath. I'll leave you. What? This is all planned out. It's kind of idiot behavior.
I'm expecting answers to Charlotte's Web. I requested it a month ago. That was one of the investigations in Charlotte.
Okay, we already heard most of that. Blah, 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 blah.
Do this publicly. That is stonewalling. That's a failure of leadership. And that is why I've called for your resignation. And if I don't get an answer to these questions, I don't want an applause. Please.
Yeah, you know who's applauding you? Antifa leftists for yelling at Nome and not understanding what her job is as a senator.
Don't do that for me. If I don't get an answer to these questions, if I don't get an answer that you've had a month to respond to, and the remaining ones, as of today, I'll be informing leadership that I'm putting a hold on any en-bloc nominations until I get a response. And in 2 weeks, if I don't get a response.
Pathetic. I'm just going to see if Chrissy Nome had a Twitter response to this. That is just outrageous behavior for a senator. Hold on. Go to the person here first. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to see if she had a direct response to that guy, but I guess not so much. She put up some other things that talking to Grassley and things like that, but not so much to that other guy or anything like that. That was just wacky. Let's see what else is going on here in the world here, guys. Sorry about that. Anything else? I'm just going to check and see if BCP was on, but I don't see him on. What Geyer's up to. It's getting to be morning over there on the area over there in Iran and Israel right now. Kind of a nice morning sunrise they're having over there. But anyway, let's see. Oh, what did Crockett say here? He's accusing Republicans of rigging the Democrat U.S. Senate primary in Texas. Accusing the Republicans of getting involved in something that they have nothing to do with. What the heck?
And I fully anticipate. So that's my news, is that we're not going to have election results tonight, in my opinion, based upon what specifically is taking place in Dallas County. Unfortunately, this is what Republicans like to do.
You know what Republicans like to do is if they were able to vote in that election, they would vote for you because they know you have a less likely chance of winning against Cornyn or Cruz, whoever you're going up against. I think it's Cornyn, right? But because of your policies, they'd rather have a better chance and save Republican donations money because they know that that person would win. Why would Republicans? This guy here looks like he has a little bit more experience in politics. I'm not sure if he does, at least doing business, than you. Why would we want him to win and have a better chance of beating a Republican in Texas? Do you hear yourself talk?
And so they specifically targeted Dallas County, and I think we all know why.
Republicans targeted Dallas County. Let's do some research here. See how many Republicans and Democrats are in Republican percentage. I think Google will understand what I'm saying. The elections department. It's not what I wanted. County. And probably Texas. Is what Republican percentage? That makes no sense. With the Republican Party typically securing roughly 35 to 36% of the vote in major county contests. The Democrats are there. The Democrats are voting in a primary. The Republicans don't vote in a primary. What are you getting at?
So, I want you to enjoy yourselves, but I won't be back tonight because I have no idea of when we're going to get results, and I fully anticipate it won't be until tomorrow. So, I love y'all too. Thank you so very much for being here. Love you down. I love
When
you
was this?
down,
41
Dallas.
minutes ago? On that one there.
So that's my news, is that we're not going to have.
I'm trying to see. That was that. Is anything newer than that? Yeah, it was older than that. Older than that. I'm trying to see the latest. I have to go to like Texas News or something like that. Let me know if any. I'd love that thing to be called tonight. Make her look silly. Anywho. Is there much else going on there? We already saw that. Okay, we saw most of the stuff. Let's go check on one of these thingamajiggers over here. What's in there? Adam Francisco. I know what he's doing. I'm about to do, I think. Yeah, let's do this. Liberty Hangout. Was talking to some college liberals that wants to move to Iran, despises America. Let's see what this is about here.
Where do you think would be better for women, Iran or America?
I don't think America's quite good for women.
So you can't determine between America and Iran which is safer for women?
I think that people have misconceptions about religion, especially with Muslims and Islamic regions.
Are you part of the LGBTQ community at all?
Mm-hmm.
You have the freedom to follow whatever religion you want, including none at all. And you're going to walk around and try to tell me that this is a worse place to be as a woman than Iran.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can show her pictures.
What is that from?
What's it called? Spencer's?
Oh, it's from Spencer's.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was like from a video game or something,
Oh,
but it's
no.
just very funny, very funny. We're polling students. We're asking them if they support the military.
Watch Liberty Hangout. There's her channel right there, guys. She does a lot of these on-street interviews. Does a good job. This one's from 4 hours ago that she posted. Oh, you were watching this live or the other thing live? Your news hound, you're all over the news of everything on that one. Let me know how that race is going. What's the percentage right now? If you want to see how the Crockett race is, I'm just curious what the percentage is on that one there. Renee Wexler's funny. A lot of funny people out there. What else? And then I was going to put her banner up here. You guys give credit where credit is due, guys. There you go.
Action against Iran right now.
Like where they bombed the all-girls school?
Well, who bombed that all-girls school?
Wasn't it Israel and the U.S.?
No, it was a misfire from Iran that was sending a missile towards Israel. Misfired and hit that complex.
It was a misfired missile from Iran.
Watch the Oscars live on ABC Sunday, March 15th. With YouTube TV. Terms apply. Cancel anytime.
They bombed themselves, you're saying?
On accident. But they usually don't really care about their own people too much because they did kill tens of thousands of protesters.
And most of their stuff is similar to in Gaza, where they hide their ordinance and everything underneath hospitals and schools.
Just last month. So we're just kind of polling students if they support it, if they think that this is a good decision, or if they think that we shouldn't have done this.
What organization are you with?
I'm just with myself. It's not the news, just a YouTube channel. We like to come out and poll students. I've been here several times. It's always a good time just getting like college students' takes, because people aren't doing that too much.
Oh, I don't support the unaliving of children. I think all children everywhere should be safe. I don't think children should be molested. I don't think children should be
forced to marry somebody against their will, and forced to cover up their faces from a young age, and other things that certain cultures in Iran do. I'm glad you agree with us.
killed or anything. I think children should be safe in our schools, especially.
And in the womb, would you say safe in the womb as well?
I think we should worry about
like live coverage. I know I sometimes like to cover live coverage. I've got a guy named Geyer show here, and also BCP that's has some interesting current coverage there. From Jerusalem right now, I'm looking at a picture there that's nothing being fired in the air, and all the buildings look like they're in more or less good shape, but even one building's still being built with a crane or two there. But I haven't seen any pictures from Iran though lately.
how there are children who were attached to the umbilical cord and were already being molested.
I'm sorry, children in the womb?
Well, if you've kept up with the Jeffrey Epstein and you've seen his files, you know that his youngest victim was attached to the umbilical cord, and he utilized the mother in order to.
It's disgusting.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think there should be some justice for the victims who are still alive from Epstein.
I agree
and
with you there.
I think that, I think we can also especially focus on our own country as well.
She's a little nervous in front of the camera, this lady here. Give her a break.
Instead of taking action against other countries.
Okay.
And
well, you care a lot about children and women.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always support women.
Okay. What do you think?
Nico Oregon is over there also here live. Let me see. Oh, this may not be live. Maybe she's not live anymore. Hold on. No, she ended her stream. Never mind. Back to
Is happening in Iran to their women. Do you think that that place is a good place for women?
I think women have their right to choose about where they want to live and about what they want to follow.
In Iran?
In Iran, yeah.
Yeah. Did you know that?
One North Carolina. Oh, who's Whately? I'm a West Coaster, so I don't. But is that like the Tills guy or whatever? I guess he's going to retire, and based on he was yelling at Noam earlier, like no Republican's going to vote for him. Anti-Trump Republicans maybe, but I'm guessing that Whately is running for the Republican replacement.
Actually, women don't have the choice about where to go because they can't leave without a male escort. They could be arrested for that, and they actually don't have the.
Yeah, I'm guessing Trump probably knows that information, but I'm guessing Israel is more concerned about that information than Trump is, if you know what I mean.
Ability to follow what they want to follow. If you convert from Islam to Christianity there, it's illegal, and you could be arrested for that, especially as a woman. Did you know that?
What's your sources on this so I can look it up?
The Supreme Leader, well, he's dead now, but this is in their laws, their constitution, because they rule from an Islamic state, from a religious state.
Do you think
Christian nationalism is so bad?
Did you know any of that?
Yeah.
No, she didn't.
Do you think
you
the USA is a non-religious country?
Yeah, we don't have religious leaders that determine our laws, and they don't.
Are you sure?
Well, I would.
They use their Bible or whatever to help guide their path, but they don't sort of enforce what's in the Bible onto people. You understand that?
Like them to I would like them to rule and base our laws off of Christian values, which they do try to do. Well, they don't say the Bible says this, so we have to do this. And Islam and Iran. Okay, well, let me ask you this: where do you think would be better for women? Iran?
Did they Bob Cox? Is that the one that I was heard about an hour or two ago? They were counting votes or something like that about the new government or something like that, and Israel allegedly hit the place where they were counting votes. Is that what you're talking about?
Or America?
I don't think America's quite good for women when we look at how we handled Epstein files.
Okay. So Iran would be your choice?
My choice would probably be Iceland.
That wasn't an option.
I get my own option.
Okay.
Because that's my
so you
choice,
can't
choose.
Okay. So you can't determine between America and Iran which is safer for women.
I think that people have misconceptions about religion, especially with Muslims and Islamic regions.
So
some people should not go to college. So the option to go to college, but they should decide not to go to college if they're more into Pokemon than they are into college.
So what could you just set our audience straight here? What misconceptions might there be about how Iran treats women and gay people? We'll throw them in there too.
Yeah, I was watching that. I was doing some restreaming of Natina Kotex and Nico out there. I don't think Natina Kotex is out there still. Nico ended, so I assume Natina Kotex stopped their live also. So I figured let's watch some other stuff here. See what's going on down there with these other things here. I keep popping in over on your show too, Geyer, to see what's going on there.
Ability, the cutting edge.
If you're still live, yeah, you're still live, showing what's going on over in Israel. Nice view there, nice view.
And dogs.
Can we talk about how Israel treats Palestinians?
After, yeah.
I think that we shouldn't be pointing fingers at.
You mean the 20% of their population that's Arab, that has the same rights and they can become part of the court and everything there? You mean those Palestinians?
Countries when we can't be saying that both sides are wrong when there's a lot of sides that are wrong.
Well, you talk about protecting children. Islamic states allow, once a child has her period, could be as young as 9, to marry her, rape her, and make her have his children. That happens in Islamic states. I'm sorry?
Isn't that the same thing as America?
No, that's illegal here. And you get put into jail.
Child marriage isn't illegal here.
Okay.
She's confused. So here is fair use for the purpose of criticism, commentary, satire, news reporting, teaching, education, and research. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Raping children is illegal here.
Raping children isn't illegal here. We have a president that rapes children.
Okay.
And you just want due process and you make that claim, you're an idiot. Anybody who says they want due process for illegals and then makes that complete accusation, not an opinion. I can understand you have an opinion. In my opinion, they should say, in my opinion, Trump did this. They're not doing that. They're saying he did this. He did this. They have 100% confirmed thing in their head. He did this. At the same time, they want complete lawyers and judges and everything for people who are undocumented people. Their words.
Well, you have no evidence of that, number one.
Actually, it's always in the Epstein files.
There's plenty of evidence to that. There's an entire thing of Epstein files that isn't even fully released yet that has.
Now they believe what's in papers. They believe what's on papers. When hundreds of people in 2020 wrote down things on paper called affidavits and signed their names on these affidavits, where if their affidavits were false, they could go to jail for a long time. The papers they're looking at are emails and letters and things like this. They have no legal responsibility on those things. They could be making everything on those papers up. But they're believing that stuff more than they believe the affidavits of people that would go to jail for saying that what they saw in 2020. Make it make sense.
Plenty of information
Where at in the Epstein files did you find that?
Would you like
everywhere.
What was it in the section of anonymous tips?
And in affidavits, they sign their name on it, and they probably have to put their information and things like that so that the court can find out where they're at, so they know exactly who did the affidavits. And evidently the stuff that they got here is from anonymous sources. They want to believe those anonymous sources and claim that people did things without any proof whatsoever from verified sources.
Well, it was through victim accounts. It's through the reports. It's through.
Was it through the victim tips? The anonymous tips?
Through multiple.
I'm not going to let you distract me though, because you will refuse to condemn Iran or point out their terrible atrocities towards their people. They just killed tens of thousands of them last month for protesting. They didn't?
A reimagined Moda Center.
Is there something on Reddit that kind of feeds all this kind of leftist talking points, basically?
Say that Iran bombed themselves instead of America bombing Iran. I think it's quite clear.
So you trust Islamic media, state-ran media?
Over our own media, yes, I do.
Okay. I was not expecting you to be so pro the Ayatollah and pro dictator.
Well, yeah, we have a dictator in our own country.
Okay. So
did you go to a protest lately? I'm guessing you probably went to a protest lately and said bad things about the person you call a dictator. Would a dictator allow the public to do that without consequences? Have you been arrested for calling the president something? Do you know what a dictator does when the people uprise against him, like No King's protest and all these other protests? They find ways to stop it right away. You know that? Yes, that's what they do. But guess what? Protests continue to happen daily.
which dictator would be better? I'll go with your terms. Trump or the Ayatollah in Iran?
How about Kim Jong-un, actually?
Yeah, so those are options. So if this is a multiple choice, you would actually fail because it's not a right-in answer. It's two. You're in college, right? USF. You know what multiple choice is. Trump or the Ayatollah that we just killed?
Oh, yeah, that we just killed? Mm-hmm. I thought you said that was Iran that killed themselves.
Okay. We were talking about the school.
She cannot be in college. What is her level or comprehension level? Or what is her comprehension level? If she, let's say 10 minutes ago, maybe 15 minutes ago, she had a 3-minute discussion about the children that were unalived by the Iranian misfire. And now she's thinking that that misfire hit the leader.
School that tragically got blown up. That was Iran. Their missile misfired and it went into the school because they put their schools next to military bases. And they make the children there chant death to America and they marry them when they're 9.
Were you there?
Were you there for the Epstein, that when Trump did all those things in the Epstein files? Were you there?
There.
You were there and you did not call the police?
I was at the wall at Little St. Jeff, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Right. I think it's disturbing and it's really sad that you won't condemn or even say Iran is not safe for women. It's actually not even safe for dogs. It's not safe for gay people. It's not safe for anyone. You can get publicly executed. They have been doing it just in the last month, the protesters, and you refuse to say that. And here you are without a head covering. You're wearing pants. You're showing your little toes through your Crocs. Your arms are showing. You have the freedom to do whatever. You have the freedom to follow whatever religion you want, including none at all. And you're going to walk around and...
Could it partly be that she's trying to play the liberal in front of her friend or whatever there, or she doesn't want this to get out, that she might sort of have normal beliefs or something like that. That's, maybe a dictator in Iran is not exactly on par. So it's just like, how can you have this many stupid opinions at one time?
Try to tell me that this is a worse place to be as a woman than Iran.
Yeah.
Hey, Josh, today I'm ignoring people with initials JJ. I'm sorry that you happen to have the initials JJ, but I have a certain rule today that I'm ignoring people with the initials JJ. So my apologies on that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I would love, again, what is your evidence for that? How did you come to that conclusion?
My conclusion? Well, of course, I was a fly on the wall. That's my conclusion.
Okay. What about you?
Can I actually ask you something? Can you acknowledge all the people in places such as Minnesota, Minneapolis, that are all the protesters there protesting against ICE, that are constantly being tear gassed with other chemicals, even some are being publicly executed, even while they're being held down, no weapon on them, being shot in the back of the head, being shot while they're in their car. Chip, can you acknowledge that?
I have.
You acknowledge that they were shot, yes, but they also acknowledge the reason why they were shot.
I've acknowledged that and I've spoken about it before. Yes. Can you guys acknowledge the protesters being publicly hanged?
And Renee Good.
Yeah, Renee Good should not have hit an officer with her car, whether it was intentional or not. That's what she did. And I'm not going to let you distract me to go all the way back there. Alex Preddy is such a tragic case.
Alex Preddy, as a fellow nurse, I will not stand for the...
You cannot be a nurse. Nurses are not this. Please tell me. Maybe that's you're going to school to be a nurse, but if you can't remember an important part of a conversation 10 minutes ago, I don't want you to be my nurse when I tell you something about somebody's physical health and things like that, and you forget about it 10 minutes later. I would not want you to have that problem.
Unlawful murdering of Alex Preddy.
Okay, what about the unlawful murdering of all the protesters just last month in Iran?
And all the murders of all the protesters in America as well?
You just cannot stand up against Muslims, can you?
Why would I?
Why do you simp so hard for Muslims? What have they done for you?
Why?
She could have acted a little bit differently, from radical Muslims or something like that. But
why would I? What are you?
I have a challenge for you. We will buy you a ticket, a one-way ticket to Iran.
Wait, really?
Would you go?
Can you buy right now?
Yes. Would you take that?
Yeah.
You would rather be there right now than in America?
I mean, if you're paying for a vacation, sure.
Is that a vacation for you?
Yeah, I could go to Saudi Arabia. I can go to.
No. Do you understand? Iran is a country, not a continent or not a Middle East. Iran has borders, very exclusive borders. It's once you're in there, you don't get out of there without a lot of help.
Oh, Iran.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take a little trip around the Middle East.
Okay, very cool.
Very cool. So can I get my ticket now?
Yeah. When I'm done working, we can set that up for her.
Thanks.
I know you're young and you think this is funny, but what you guys are supporting in your refusal to denounce and just acknowledge the atrocities committed by the Islamic State are very troubling, guys. You know it's the truth, but you simp so hard for Muslims. Yeah. You hate Christians so much. You hate Israel so much that you're pro-Muslim and Islamic states and dictators, and you refuse to even acknowledge that they kill women just for not having a hijab on. They kill dogs for being out in public in Tehran. They fund Hamas and Hezbollah, which are terrorist organizations. The UN even counts them as terrorist organizations. And I promise you, you would not be safe over there. You would not be safe over there. Are you part of the LGBTQ community at all? Yeah. Wow. How'd I know that? Anyway, you wouldn't be safe in Iran. It is illegal to have a relationship, a romantic relationship with another man there. And in Gaza, it's illegal as well.
Well, would you like to come with us?
One
Iran?
thing in America, they're trying literally everything. There's so many court cases that they're trying to literally, like a couple months ago, they tried to ban.
Did he just listen to her explanation? And he's going to say something like, some court cases or whatever say that certain kind of behavior with other men or something like that is being prosecuted against. When she says you can't have a relationship with a man, what she means is very bad things will happen to you. Not a court case. Very bad things if they find out about it. Wow.
They tried to ban gay marriage. And also, you talk so much.
You know when gay marriage started. You know that your buddy Obama originally did not want gay marriage to be overturned. So it was the law of the land. You think it's been around a long time? It's been around, we'll say 2010, 16 years. Right? Yeah, 16 years, give or take. What's wrong with these people?
About like America and Israel being like the good guys.
I'm just going to stop right there. I just told you it is illegal in Iran and in Gaza to have a romantic relationship. You would be thrown in prison, perhaps executed for even kissing another man in those places. And you refuse to acknowledge it, and you refuse to say, yeah, that is not safe. I am safer in America. Acknowledge it, please.
Would I be any safer in Israel?
Yes, as a gay man, you would be safer.
The number one, that's why if you talk to PCP or whatever, he's not a fan of Israel's behavior towards the alphabet community because they have the second largest pride parade in the world. I'm not sure, but New York City might be first or something like that. And Tel Aviv is the first or second largest pride parade in the world. Seriously, you think just because they have a religion, Judaism, that they... Oh, wow.
You sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure. It is not illegal in Israel to kiss another man. But in Iran, do you guys think I'm lying?
Would you like to be a primary source? We can go to Iran and we could like hold hands.
Yeah, well,
she's just not a smart person. Just even a bad memer.
For one, I wouldn't hold hands with you even in America, but I appreciate the advance. Do you acknowledge? Will you guys even just say it's homophobic of me?
Right now?
Do you feel oppressed?
Yeah, you're making me feel really oppressed. Like it's.
Then walk away. You have the power to walk away. You walk away from the RGCC in Iran. You might find a hole somewhere on your body.
Make me hyperventilate and everything. I think I have to take my meds now.
Yeah. I would suggest you actually stopping the meds because I think that might be what's causing all of these delusions that you might have. Anyway.
Well, I I see a very like beautiful woman in front of me. Like, of course, I'm gonna go crazy. Because like that's what the meds do for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you guys know that if you were actually presented and there was a plane going over there, you wouldn't board it, and you know it because you would both be in a lot of trouble, and you still refuse to even acknowledge that you wouldn't be safe over there.
Yeah, it's funny. I would imagine not all gays, but quite a few of them or whatever, are big fans of that because different reasons. Partly because people that are gay think that they're trans, allegedly, and their parents and doctors kind of allow them to think that, and then they go that route instead of the gay route. What else was I going to say? But the straight people, straight liberals, are more fans of trans than the gay liberals. Would you concur with that? Say that again. Straight liberals are bigger fans of trans people than gay liberals. True or false?
You can bring your cameraman and we can all investigate ourselves. What's better than a primary?
Well, I'll just send you there, and then you try kissing a woman there. You try walking your dog in Tehran. Okay, and we'll see how far you get.
Okay, can I get my money now? Okay.
Yep, message me on Instagram. It's Kate.meow. Actually, do you guys follow me on Instagram? You got to go there. Give me a follow. Message. Yep, Kate. K-A-I-T .M-E-O-W. We're going to crowdfund a ticket to Iran for her. Yep.
Oh, let's go.
All right. Do you want to go with her? Do you want to bring your boyfriend?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, very cool.
Should we see if she had any money on this donation link, guys? Iran spring gifts and go. Iran spring break. This was just put up 4 hours ago. I'll probably have to put Liberty Hangout on it. Come on. Have you guys found it yet? So I gotta go to the website. Hold on. Iran spring break, is that what they called it? Yeah, Iran spring break. Just search, I guess. No results found. If somebody else finds it, tell me how much money is in the account. I couldn't find it, but if you guys find it, tell me how much money is in that account. Well, I do have to, you don't have to send me money, but yeah, I do have a Cash App. I don't advertise it too much, but it might be in one of these Nightbot messages that came across here. It might be in my link tree. I'm not sure, but there it is. You don't have to or whatever, but if you want to, you can do that or super chat. I don't grift or anything like that. I leave that up to the other people that do the grift thing. Is anybody going to look for that for me by chance? I'm just curious. I couldn't find it when I looked up Iran spring break on Gifts and Go. Maybe I didn't look at it correctly or something. Iran spring break. I'm guessing she probably sent a message to her on Instagram saying, you know, the only way you're going to get this money is if you guarantee that you're going to go to Iran. I got the ticket ready for you, you know, if they were accepting people from the United States, you know. If she didn't sign a contract saying that she's going to go, then she probably canceled the Gifts and Go. Anywho. Mr. Bill's Curves. The approximate cost of 2 round-trip flights from Tampa to Iran is $2,400. Please consider supporting this cause for free students. That'd be funny.
Ticket.
Mikael Myers.
Okay.
My name is Alexa Preddy.
Okay, spell that for me.
Me.
You see what she did there? Ho, 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 ho.
Mikael Myers.
Okay, very cool. All right, I know that's not your name, but I appreciate you guys. Make sure you message me, okay? Say I'm the lesbian that wants to hold your hand in Iran, and you say you're the gay person who, for some reason, wants to go to where it's illegal to be gay.
You guys are going to crowdfund us for sure? You give us your word?
Yep, give you my word.
Okay.
All right. All right, stay tuned, and then I want you guys to report back to me in about 2 weeks. of doing all these things in Iran.
Oh, could you like ask like Ray Allah to like give us like some?
You guys won't even last 2 weeks over there if you're gonna go over there and do the things you guys do here.
Could you guys give us like a school mandated like vacation? That way we can like have like excuse for our classes.
You probably won't be coming back to class.
Dang,
Yeah, you'll be in prison for the rest of your lives. Yeah, you're gonna have to tell your professor you won't be able to make it because you'll be in Iranian jail.
Right now. Don't worry.
All right, tell the Islamic State that I said hey.
I will.
And make sure you step over all the dead bodies from the protesters they publicly hung last month.
For that.
Okay. Yeah. It's insane. All right, thank you guys for your time. Make sure you message me. We're gonna get you that ticket too, and your boyfriend. Okay.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Make sure
Get them out of our country now. Get them out of our country.
Gosh,
Turn heads in the totally redesigned Subaru Outback. Dog tested, dog approved.
Consumer Reports has named Subaru the most reliable and best.
Where do you think would be better for women?
Anyway, that was pretty funny, guys. You guys want to watch another one? Her Patriot Voice is the next one on the list there if you didn't want to watch another one. Funny jokes there, Kamal. I don't want to put that other one on the screen there. I might get some sort of YouTube people mad at me or something like that, but that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, still hanging out there, 9 o'clock. Just chilling out here. Not a whole lot happening right now. Let me check and see if anybody's live or anything like that out there doing anything crazy. So sometimes these school board meetings could be, and then only 8 people watching that school board meeting. Where the school board meeting here? That one ended. I like watching some of these crazy woke school board meetings that go wild. Nothing down on there. Let's watch Geyer for a second here and give him a shout out here. I was thinking about rating him or something like that, but he's not even doing anything there. But he did get over 502 subscribers, so shout out to the guy there. Give him a like button on that one there. Put his link in the chat there. Give him some love over there. Make sure he stays above 500. You know, YouTube sometimes likes to prevent people from monetizing that are conservative. But here's that link for Geyer Digital's channel over there. Okay. Let's see if anybody's in the chat that wants to. I was going to send a link to see if anybody wants to chat about something or another. But I don't see anybody that wants to. Let me check the chat there. No. Nobody wants to chat over there. Let me check the over there. It's a slow night out there. I'm not having a whole lot of people watching me right now, but I don't see anybody else hardly doing anything either. Ooh, I was going to check and see if what's her name, Pam Tifo, is doing another space today. No, she's not. Yesterday she did a space on Twitter. Not today. Kind of funny watching some of those leftist spaces and they just can't defend their actions and their opinions hardly at all. Nothing happening there. Double check on YouTube. Nothing happening on YouTube. Nah, don't care about that. Don't care about that. What are they doing on Coin6? I'm just looking at the Alani Casino up in Washington. Supposed to be a really nice casino and a big hotel there too, but I've never been there. Driven by it, but never been there. Not much of a casino guy myself. You guys in the chat, you guys probably go to casinos all the time. You guys have a favorite casino you like to go to? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Okay, let's watch another one here. Partly because I need to go to the restroom and I don't want to end the stream just yet, so that's why you guys are going to watch another one here. You guys want to watch Edgar? Okay, you guys like funny stuff, don't you? You guys are going to have to tell me how funny this is with Ask America with Edgar here. Then I'm going to link in the thing here for you first. Because I like to do the shout out things, unlike some people. I won't say who those people are that are bad at doing shout outs. I won't say certain black conservative preachers that need to work better at doing shout outs or anything like that. I'm not going to say any names of people that needs to learn to put links up in the chat and things like that. I wouldn't do anything like that. Here we go. What's he doing here? Ask America with Edgar. A good guy out there. Give him a follow there on his channel there.
Crazy world. I mean, you want. Man, that's gotta suck to be the dragon ass.
That's a crazy question.
What do you think about a girl from Indonesia and a Muppet like me? Can we ever?
Oh, you guys want to know what the title is on this one here? It's called Asking Asian Women Offensive Questions. And just in case he asks super offensive questions, I like to cover my bases, even though YouTube is a great free speech site. This video is fair use for the purpose of criticism, commentary, satire, news reporting, teaching, education, and research. We can't find the right link on Cash App or something. Should be only a Mr. Bill on Cash App or something like that. You might have to use your phone or something like that. Sorry about that. No big deal. It's okay. Save your money. But I gotta use the restroom, so I'm gonna do this right here.
Make a go of it in this crazy world? I mean, you want to?
I'll link it when I get back here. Okay, let me just set this up here. But it should be only a Mr. Bill Cash App there or something like that. I'll see if I can find a better link for you later. Let me give you this one here for now.
Are you gonna go on a date right now? Oh, I'm feeling really Chinese. This is what happens when you let a grenade explode in a Five Below store.
I'm not in a very Chinese time of my life right now.
We're here in the heart of Chinatown to watch the Lunar New Year parade. Everyone's here to appreciate Chinese culture and heritage like Lucy Liu, chopsticks, tiny feet, and COVID. If it weren't for Chinese food, Jews would go hungry on Christmas. It's the year of the horse. How come AOC isn't your grandmaster of this parade? I don't know. Oh, it's raining and I'm...
And just in case you guys need something else to talk about, we talked about potatoes earlier in the thing there. You can keep talking about potatoes, but what's another food out there that's fruit or vegetable or something like that that's widely used as potatoes? Rice. What kind of rice do you guys prefer? What's another food that's kind of used in multiple different areas or something like that? Rice is a good one. Or chicken. What's your favorite kind of chicken dish or something like that? Or you prefer fried chicken or rice, or maybe chicken and rice is actually good together. But anyway, you guys can talk about that or laugh at Edgar. I got to use the restroom and do some things. Thank you for hanging out, guys. I appreciate it. I'll be back in a second.
Miserable and my puppet hole is wet, not in a good way. Everyone's in ponchos. It's like a big condom wrapped around this Lunar New Year party. I'm hoping the rain abates. DC Asians be like, nah, I don't care if it's raining, boy. I'm going to rock out with my walkout.
Ask each other questions.
You're jumping the gun. It's not St. Patty's Day. It's St. Rice
Patty's Day. Everybody kind of is curious where people are from.
Around the Lunar New Year, you're not supposed to sweep or empty the trash or tidy up. Yeah. Is this just good news for slobs everywhere? Hey, I'm one of them. You can be a slob, but just fix that mustache. I'm trying. It's taking me out of the game. Come on now. My name's Edgar. Hey, Edgar. I'm beloved by millions for being a blue nuisance. Hi. Oh, hi. How are you? Oh, hi. I was just admiring your footwear. I mean, no fetish or anything. What are you dressed as?
I'm dressed as Emperor Wu Zetian, the only female emperor.
Did she muff everything up?
No, she did a good job for 15 years.
Are you sure that's not the Chinese press covering for her? It's a little kid dragon. Man, that's gotta suck to be the dragon ass. A year ago, these guys were coding for a living. Now look at them. Who do you have to have sex with to be the head of the dragon?
That's a crazy question.
Oh, geez. That's not as frightening when it's in a plastic bag. Oh no! Dragon butts get no respect. All the attention is to the dragon head, but no one loves the dragon butt. I love you, dragon butt. It's gonna be okay. Your low self-esteem is gonna carry you through. The dragon tail. I'm gonna bite it. Oh, can I bite it? Can I bite the dragon tail? I just want to bite it. I just want to bite it a little bit. Just want to bite it just a little bit. Just wait, just want to bite it. Bite it. Just a little. 20 years from now, these young boys will be fighting the Chinese Navy in the Pacific. Enjoy your parade, fellas. How Chinese are you feeling today, buddy? I feel like I'm part of the culture. All right, I want you to eat everything with chopsticks today, even soup. Bang, gong, bang, gong. I can't hear you. Yeah, I can't hear you either, but here we go.
Now there are TurboTax experts right in your neighborhood. They get to know your unique situation and get you every dollar you deserve. So hand off your taxes to a local TurboTax expert today.
Disney Plus, Hulu, and HBO Max. It's the best of everything together.
I hope you can walk because I'm not carrying you.
The definitive predators.
I miss all the gross stuff. It's the ultimate bundle for an unbelievable price.
Woo! The March of the Tiny Asians. Hey, we're trying to dispel the reputation that all Asians are good at math. What is the square root of 4,761?
4,761 is 69.
Damn it! It's the march of all the little math geniuses. Behold your future masters, America, if you don't straighten up and fly right. Their tiger moms have told them to sit and do homework while you continue to play on your Nintendo Switch.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, darling. You have reached the heights of Chinese achievement.
Yes.
Sitting here in this wonderful, splendid carriage, did you have a tiger mother to guide you?
Yes, and I'm very, very proud of her.
Can you give me your best tiger mother impression?
Why do you need to hang out with your friends? What happened to 2 hours of piano today?
Let me guess, besides being stunningly beautiful, you also are a straight A student and can play the violin?
I play the piano, actually.
I knew it. We're never going to beat these guys. Surrender, America. I'm just kidding. We're all friends now, for the time being. How many years have you had to suppress your emotional growth in favor of achievement?
I'm 21 years old. 21 years.
It's the cavalcade of plastic-wrapped animals. Chinese, if they know one thing, it's how to get your deposit back from the costume shop. How did you get such a big head? Was it COVID? Hey, can you name all the animals of the Chinese zodiac?
Okay. The snake, the dragon.
Yeah.
The horse.
What else?
The monkey.
Yeah. Coincidentally enough, you can order all these as menu items on your nearest Chinese restaurant. If all those animals fought in a wrestling ring, who would win?
The dragon rules them all.
Yeah.
For sure.
Way to go, Asian Khaleesi.
So the rat, the snake, the pig, the rooster, the tiger. What else?
Bigfoot.
No Bigfoot.
Come on, put Bigfoot in there. Where is your period dress here? How come you're not dressed like me and in order to properly appreciate the culture?
I'm not in a very Chinese time of my life right now, so...
In a battle between Kung Fu Panda and K-pop demon hunters, who wins?
Kung Fu Panda solo's easy. He's got that. You try putting 3 women up against a panda. That panda's winning.
Look, if you brought them up against a polar bear, I think there would be some credence to your claim, sir, but I think it's mostly weak sauce.
Weak sauce?
Like General Tso's chicken, it's covered with weak sauce.
No, I'm talking on
Takes a week to make, that's why they call it weak sauce.
Hey, want to help me save America? Go to the description section of this video to join the Blue Crew. You'll enjoy my episodes days earlier, get 20% off Edgar merch at shopedgar.com, and access exclusive members-only content. Ooh, now back to the show.
What is the least racist Asian country?
Oh my god, I have no idea.
Wow. Least racist to who? That's a weird question to ask me.
No
comment.
Oh, I don't know. South Korea.
Philippines. Okay.
Maybe Indian.
We're not even going to count that. That's curry Asian. I want chopstick Asian. Which is the least racist Asian country?
Not mine. I'm from Indonesia.
All right, we can still call that chopstick Asian. That's not curry Asian. We're going to talk to your friend. Which is the least racist Asian country, my dear?
Every country in Asia is racist. I'm sorry. Obviously, Cambodia.
Cambodia is the least racist? Who is the most racist Asian country?
Oh, maybe also Cambodians.
You can't have it both ways, lady.
I have no comments. I don't know.
Not to go very sociological about it, but I do think there's a lot of colorism in Asian society, and Filipinos tend to have naturally darker skin, just phenotypically. And so I do think a lot of East Asian and Southeast Asian countries where people are more phenotypically light skinned, there is that bit of unconscious exclusion of Filipinos.
Racist? Well, it's so hard to say.
Maybe China.
I don't know. I don't want to offend anybody, so I'm not going to say.
All right, let's just say it's Narnia.
No comment. Singapore. They hate everybody.
Is there any Asian country that just hates everyone equally?
North Korea, right?
I guess they do, yeah, because they're short and fat and starving. Makes sense. I'd hate everyone too. The further this hat mushes down on my head, the more Asian my eyes look. Oh. I'm feeling really Chinese. What are the top Asian countries? What's S-tier Asian country?
Well, it would be Korea.
Korea, South Korea, #1.
Japan, I guess.
They're increasingly infertile. They've forgotten how to hump. Are you sure you want them S-tier?
They have sushi though, so.
Which ones are F-tier? Bottom of the barrel. You don't even want to go there.
The bottom?
Shitty, say Asian countries.
Yeah, probably North Korea. I couldn't get in anyway, so I wouldn't try that.
Yeah, you're too well fed. You're Pacific Miss Asian American. What are the S-tier Asian countries? Which ones are the best besides China?
They're all amazing.
Not the Philippines. Not the Philippines.
No, Philippines is actually one of my favorites.
All right, well, this was just a trick question. You have proven yourself ready to rule. What do you think about a girl from Indonesia and a Muppet like me? Can we ever make a go of it in this crazy world?
I mean, you want to? You're gonna go on a date right now?
Well, we're gonna go on dinner. We're gonna go on a date. Okay. What are we gonna eat?
Slim, you gotta go to
No, I will convert you. I will convert you. Yeah, you will become an apostate, and then we'll have to live in fear.
Oh my God!
Awesome religion. All right.
Real quick, isn't it time you bought a shirt, Bert? Got a hoodie, Woody? Acquired my mug, Doug? Get them at shopedgar.com. Tell your mom.
This is what happens when you let a grenade explode in a Five Below store. What are two cool things and one bad thing about China?
They have the Great Wall, great Peking duck in Beijing. That's
here too.
This is true. It just isn't the same though.
Yeah, maybe it does have a little dog in it in China. Now name one bad thing about China.
Oh, nothing.
One bad thing,
There's no bad thing about our culture.
Nothing bad.
Nothing bad.
How much is the CCP paying her? Every Chinese person has been afraid to tell us something negative about China. China's grip, its incessant grip on your soul still remains to this day. I'm down with CCP, yeah, you know me. Two good things about Chinese culture and one bad thing.
Fashion. I like the food.
And one bad thing.
Tiananmen Square.
Good. I was going to say all the suicides at the Foxconn factory that made your iPhone.
Did I time that right or what? I did not cheat or anything like that. I wasn't looking or anything like that. I just got done with some of the stuff. I didn't actually have a chance to go to the restroom, but I got the other stuff done. 14 people hanging out in the chat. Thank you guys. Let me fix this real quick here so you guys won't think that I'm gone or something like that. There we go. Click on that. Click save. Click show. What are you guys talking about in the chat? Did you guys cover all your chicken and rice and all that stuff? I don't know if you guys had a chance to talk about that. Kamal, did you really need somebody was wanting to, I never met a potato I didn't like. Ooh, Britt got to talk about potatoes. Yeah, at least let's check and see on that other potato thing here, by chance, how that situation is going on the potato thing there. Is Ground Zero out there, or is he just streaming from home? He's streaming from a bar, and faces in the camera in a horizontal vertical position. That's very annoying. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, my stream. My channel. View your channel. View the video. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah, not getting echo. 35 votes. So mashed potato and baked potato are so far in the lead at 46%. Fries coming in at a distant second at 26%. Hash browns at 20%. Interesting. Tots. No, you guys don't like the tots so much on that one there. That was interesting on that. Thought I'd have more tot people on that one. Pierogies? Is that another option? I don't know what pierogies are. Although Rick's going to make me look it up by accident here. What's a pierogi? Interesting. It's a dumpling type thing. Oh, and that looks interesting. But Ritz likes these fancy foods or something like that. She probably spends $40 on a meal or something like that. So if you want a fancy meal or something like that, talk to Brett. She probably likes these $40 or $50 plate meals or something like that. What else is I going to do? Let's see here. Not a whole lot else going on. Playlist.
Should they have stood up for that? What do you think?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Should they have
stood for that?
No. I think Democrats were in the right.
President Trump's recent.
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, should they have stood up for certain things that the State of the Union thing? That's kind of an interesting question that he asked the people out there. Let's see if we can get a guest to come in here. I haven't bribed any guests or anything to come in here, so we're gonna go. Somebody wanted my Cash App link. Do you still want it, or were you able to find it? And if you have trouble finding it, it should be under the only a Mr. Burl Cash App or something like that. I don't know. I haven't actually looked for it myself, but hopefully you can find it just easy enough like that. Let's go see it and see what else we got looking at here. Hold on. Let me send a link out here. Now that I'm a little bit more relaxed, I guess we can see if anybody wants to make fun of me tonight, because that's all they do. Whenever I get guests on here, they just want to make fun of me and say that I don't talk too much or something like that. Nicholas has got some opinions about hash browns. We'll send a link out to this other thing there. I'm hoping, I don't mind the guests we normally have, but I'm trying to get some other guests like Haley West or somebody like that. But we'll see what guests might arrive here if I send out a link here. Never to ask. This one here. Oops, bug. Too many bugs around here. And copy the link, paste the link. Let's see if anybody goes to that link there. You'll be my guest. Yeah, not when you're trolling and you're making fun of putting me in a Michigan hat, but just to help you out, K2, if anybody wants to laugh at a pixel art picture of me or something like that, I will put my Discord link in the chat. That's probably already in there, but I'll give you another Discord link if you guys are into Discord or something like that. It's not as popular as it was a few years ago. Remember how it was really popular? Everybody was doing the Discord things, and now it's turning into kind of a different thing. Copy. Where is this? Invite to server. There it is. Copy that there. And K2 wants you to see something that he paid $2 for or something like that to Emmett, the guy we normally raid sometimes at night, to make the pixel art of supposedly Frosty Tips. I don't have Frosty Tips. And a Michigan visor or something like that, even though Oregon always beats Michigan. Because he's from the Michigan area or something like that, even though he promotes aliens driving out there. I don't know why he promotes that. So, but if you guys want to give K2 a hard time or whatever in the Discord, you can do that, or do it in the chat. Say, K2, illegal immigrants should not be driving big wheels around the road or whatever. He loves it. He says it's okay if they can't read what danger is. You know, as long as they can stay between the lines, they're good. That's K2's stance on illegal immigrants driving on the road. But you know, he takes his chances. But anyway, there's that link there for you. And I talk too much, so we're gonna play this video till somebody might show up and help me talk about it.
State of the Union address. Democrats did a few shocking things. So today, we're going to find out what people think about them. Let's go talk to some people. All right, so first clip we're going to show people is Democrats sitting for the government protecting Americans over illegal.
K2, admit it. Come on. If you're going to say I have Frosty Tips, I'm going to say that you promote illegal aliens being given commercial driver's license, okay? So you want to stop your attack on my pixel artness or something like that, the thing? You're going to make me show this on the screen, aren't you? You are. Okay, we'll do it for the heck of it. This is what I'm talking about. This guy here. Okay. You're going to see that for 5 seconds is all you're going to see it for. That's not me. I don't even have that much of a beard, even when I don't shave. Not me. Oregon visor. No Frosty Tips. Okay. No more fake news. But if you guys want to see more weird content like that, you guys can go to my Discord and see that the Discord is over there. Danny in the house there. Hey, Danny, did you want to talk about anything like the recent news, or chill out and talk about whatever State of the Union thing is here? If you do, I'll send you a link.
Immigrants. So I want to show you this clip right here. Get your thoughts on it, okay?
If you agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
I don't know why I get these commercials at the worst times. What the heck? Oh, did I? Or is it turned up too loud or static or something like that? Ooh, you're gonna make me check my thing there. Or are you trying to pick on me because I made that bad joke about your expensive lifestyle? Maybe. No, you wouldn't do that. Let me play back my own video here. Skip that.
That clip right there, you can see Democrats are not standing. Should they have stood up for that? What do you think?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Well, for that specific Democrats situation, are not standing. Should they have stood up for that?
Well, that is weird. What is that sound? Background sound or some weird feedback going through there?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Well, for that specific Democrats situation, are not standing. Should they have stood up for that?
Well, that is weird. What is that sound? Background sound or some weird feedback going through there? It's not the mic.
There.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
No Democrats were standing up for that Democrats are not standing. Should they have stood up for
Like
that?
I said, I wasn't there.
Do you have to be there to give your thoughts on it? Do you think they should have stood up for that? That specific thing right there.
Yeah, for that specific thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You guys have a good one.
Hey, thank you so much for your time, sir. Appreciate it. Do you mind if I ask if you lean more right or left?
Left.
Left. Okay.
I think each person has their own views, but honestly,
I think it's in the thing. For some reason, it's amplifying the noise, like the ocean and cars or whatever in there. Is that what's going on?
even illegal immigrants are people and they should be cared for as equally, even though that sounds unjust for some parties. I think humanitarian and morality takes over rather than the governmental status. That's what I believe. Yeah.
Should they have stood for that?
No.
No.
No. He's not protecting
he's
American. He's playing them, and he's not protecting American citizens.
All of that debate aside, though, for that specific phrase, do you think they should have
No. I'm not going to
stood
get
for
into
that?
it.
So when it comes down to it,
It's like, let's take this statement as it is. Don't think about anything else. Just take the statement.
you don't think the Democrats did anything wrong there by staying seated for the claim the U.S. government should be, protecting American citizens over illegal immigrants?
Not over, but
by
equally.
staying seated for the claim the U.S. government should be, protecting Americans.
It should have been equally. Honestly, I think Democrats were in the right.
Yeah, they were in the right there.
Yeah.
Should they have stood for that?
Of course.
Does it shock you that they remain seated for that statement?
No, I know Democrats. I know they will do that.
Yeah.
We expect, because that's how they are. That's the way they do politics. They don't look at the best for the country. They look for the best for themselves. I would stand up.
You would stand up?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's what that is. That noise or whatever, that's from his phone. The cheering on the phone. I think, what was that annoying noise? That wasn't me.
Absolutely.
They should, because it should be for the American citizen first.
Do you believe that it is correct that the U.S. government's primary role should be to protect U.S. citizens over illegal immigrants?
Yes.
In any country, they will do that.
For sure. Right here.
Come first.
Is that a controversial take today, saying that the U.S. government's primary, role is to protect the American people, not illegal immigrants?
No, not at all. That's what the government's supposed to do, is protect us. Really not supposed to do much more than that.
Why do you not think so? Why should
It's like pretty simple, pretty straightforward.
the U.S. government not protect U.S. citizens over illegal immigrants?
He's not doing that. He's going at,
He's going after legal.
He's harming
people with.
When the legal people you're talking about are attacking federal agents, law and order, you go after people that are attacking your government authorities, These people are just
Visas, people with green cards, anybody,
if they're breaking the rules that are on the visas and the green cards, It's not a right, it's a privilege. What do they not understand? I'll even ask Google the simple question here. Are having green cards or visas a right or a privilege? Having a U.S. green card or visa is considered a privilege, not a right. You want me to read the rest of the explanation? That's from left-wing Google. It is a conditional benefit granted by the federal government, not a birthright or entitlement. While green card holders, permanent residents, possess many constitutional rights and protections, they are not citizens and can have their status revoked for violating laws.
Going after U.S. citizens, he is not keeping Americans safe.
But all
They're not U.S. citizens.
of the little debates aside,
Argue all you want.
you don't think we can come to
It makes you documented. Yes, you have documents and everything that they can't look for you or whatever and automatically deport you. If, however, the green card thing, let me see if it tells you about requirements of a green card or anything like that. Rights of holders. Once granted, green card holders have rights, including the right to live, work permanently, legal protections, and freedoms like speech. However, they cannot vote and may be deported under certain conditions. Do you want me to read the conditions they can be deported under? I'd have to search a different website to find that, but trying to find it. Your responsibilities. Required to obey the laws of the United States and localities. Required to file your income tax returns and report your income to the IRS. Expected to support the Democrat form of government. Support does not include voting. Permanent residents cannot vote in federal, state, or local elections, even though some of them try, allegedly. Required to register for the selected service if you're male ages 18 through 25. There's probably some other things relating to obeying the law at that point there, but it doesn't say it on that site. Okay, sorry to bore you there.
a common ground on that phrase right there.
Somebody else?
Because people might disagree with you on that, right? So people might disagree on the nuances of all of the immigration enforcement debate, and I understand that. Do you think everyone should have stood for that specific?
Yeah, so basically a green card holder, and I'm guessing ICE has not even knocked it on your door. At that point there, Kimberly, I doubt ICE has knocked on your door unless somehow I doubt he did, but if he broke the rules of his green card holding and things like that, then ICE probably would be the ones that would knock on his doors and say, did you do this?
One you are saying now.
This is like the fourth time you've...
You did say
I would imagine it'd be a felony charge or something like that that would sort of get you to forget them to look at you, not a driving violation or something.
yes, huh?
No, I said no for that piece of it.
Oh.
But in general, because he's just playing them,
Yeah.
he did that on purpose. And quite frankly, that's gone both ways before.
Yeah.
So.
There's a division with Trump. If you're either for Trump or you're against Trump, so whatever Trump agrees with,
Smart guy.
they don't. And whatever he doesn't agree with, they do. It's just politics.
If a Republican's up there or a Democrat up there, the
Hey, what's going on? Nice to see you. I got a few cool people in the chat here. Appreciate you guys hanging out there. In fact, if BCP wants to come on or whatever, he can come on and jibber jabber. He says I don't jibber jabber enough. I jibber jabber quite a bit.
opposition is remaining seated if somebody says breathe.
I just don't jibber jabber for 5, 10, 20 minutes at a time. I need content to help me jibber jabber.
Air to live.
I think that they didn't stand because they don't want to support Trump.
Mike sounds bad today.
I think there's I think they think differently about how people should be taken care of. I think they see everybody as important, which they are. But I still feel that the way he stated it was, should the government as America take care of us first. And so I agree with that 100%.
All right, Democrats also didn't stand for closing the border to fentanyl. Let's go ahead and show people that one as well.
The flow of deadly fentanyl across our border is down by a record 56% in 1 year.
Doubtful. We have Democrats that are staying seated. Should they have stood, in your opinion? Yes or no? Where do you stand?
I don't know. Like, even when I hate somebody and they do something like super cool, like I'm still booing them.
Okay. 56% reduction at the border importing fentanyl. I want your guys' thoughts on this because people are saying it's controversial because Democrats did not stand and clap for that moment. Do you think they should have stood for that announcement?
Probably, if it's true.
Yeah.
It's true, but there weren't a lot of Democrats there, a lot of empty seats.
Yeah. The Democrats that were there, you can see they remain seated right there.
Yeah.
Like, fentanyl might be down, but like, if I really don't like that guy, I'm definitely sitting. I'm gonna give him the bird.
When it comes down to it, though, I mean, the drop in fentanyl is pretty widely reported on.
True.
I think
I just told you if it's true.
But he can never prove anything. That's it.
He
You have
makes
to accept
statements
his
and
word.
half the things he said, just do a fact check.
I want your thoughts. Should Democrats have stood for that? That alone, that right there.
Of course. I mean, why would you want more drugs in our country?
That's a good question. 56% reduction in fentanyl coming across the southern border.
Correct.
Fentanyl deaths are down as well in the United States by a significant number, right around 30%. Democrats remain seated for that. Should they have fentanyl deaths are down as well in the United States by a significant number, right around 30%. Democrats remain seated for that. Should they have fentanyl deaths are down as well in the United States by a significant number, right around 30%. Democrats remain seated for that. Should they have fentanyl deaths are down as well in the United States by a significant number, right around 30%. Democrats remain seated for that. Should they have fentanyl deaths are down as well in the United States by a significant number, right around 30%. Democrats remain seated for that. Should they have fentanyl deaths are down as well in the United States
Stop.
by a significant number, right around 30%. Democrats remain seated for that. Should they have fentanyl deaths are down as well in the
That is just repeating itself. I don't know what's going on here. Let's play the rest of this video.
Because our nation is so polarized, and that's the shame.
I agree with what he said about making it a weapons of mass destruction and really coming down
Is it still good now? Is it still good now? It's been weird.
hard on it because it's rampant, and my best friend's son just in the past year died from it at age 33. And my son's a firefighter, and he saved the life of a guy laying down in a parking lot from fentanyl, but he saved his life. It's rampant, and I don't think that it's
See, it's better. I think Wolfie might be trying to trick me or something like that. I think is Wolfie trying to trick me on that one. Wolfie and Sand Tiger, how you doing? Nice to see you.
expressed enough how bad it is, and I'm thankful to have a president that's speaking out and doing something about it.
So we're trying to find some, maybe people can find some common ground on fentanyl reduction coming into the border.
Fentanyl reduction would be great. I agree. Yeah. But based on who's reporting it and historically what he's done for the 5 years he's been in office, I don't believe it. 90% of what he says.
Okay.
You do realize he's had 30,000 lies in his first 4 years.
I think we're trying to talk about that specific.
When you're talking about exaggerations and things that people are trying to catch him on or something like that, you're not understanding that exaggerations are not lies, really. He's from Queens. He exaggerates. That's what they do.
Moment right there, though. You know,
if it's true, I think it's great.
It's definitely true. By all available data that I can find.
Okay. All right, good.
You know, so
Then that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Yes. He did one good thing in how many years?
5.
And it'll probably be the last good thing he does if we're not in
Do your research, lady. Do your research.
war.
You give him credit for that, Ben, or you don't?
I don't want to give him credit for anything until I see it in writing.
Until you see it on MSNBC.
I am talking to people that are telling me that the Democrats did nothing wrong right there. In fact, people are defending it. More of Democrats defending Democrats. What would your response to those people be?
Mental health assessment.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't know what they stand for. I don't even think they know.
There's different settings I can set on the mic or something like that. I forget what they all seem. What are the? Sometimes it's like if you're close by or if you're further away or something like that. So you know, I'll start from the side here or whatever that symbol is there. Maybe that makes it sound better or something like that. And let me know if you guys like this sound here, and then I'll switch to another mode. Maybe it'll sound different.
What they stand for anymore.
It's America. We're all Americans. And at the bottom line, at the end of the day, we should be caring for what happens here at home.
All right, everyone. Thank you guys all for watching. Hopefully you all...
Okay, this one sounds better. Okay, I'll try to remember that setting there. It's got a little thing on it, whatever. Oh, yeah, there. Okay, the other one must have been more like a designed like if I'm sitting over here or whatever and then talking into it. Setting it on it now is probably more of a speak right into it or something like that. The hello went away. The hello sounds of Mr. Bill.
Enjoyed this 7-minute Sunday. Let's go ahead and get our founder tier members' names up on the screen for this closeout. Let me know your thoughts on these conversations down in the comment section below.
See, that's what I like to do at the end of the stream, kind of shout out people or whatever that have been in the chat. Not that I'm ending the stream right now, but I'll usually do that wherever I'll say that person and this person was chatting and that person was chatting and this person was chatting. So if you guys wanted me to shout you out at the end of the thing, Kimberly was doing a lot of chatting, things like that. Then I'll do that kind of stuff at the end of the stream. I can't do it as fancy as he does and highlight it like that, but I'll give you your shout outs if you want your shout outs. Not like you guys give me money or anything like that, but at least you're contributing to the chat, so that helps out too. James Klug, done with that one there. Her Patriot Voice, 35 minutes. I don't want to do that one. He did a live the other day talking about the Iran Supreme Leader. We'll keep that one on tap for the heck of it there. Let's do this other one for Her Patriot Voice. State of the Union reactions, similar to what he was doing, I would assume.
They don't have their, I don't know, paperwork or all of that, but still they are not criminals. Yeah, well, they committed a
crime and they crossed the border knowingly, illegally, and did not go to the point of entry. Oh, I repeat the same thing they were going to say anyway. I have no idea.
crime. So if you're an American, you should believe in our American values no matter what party you are.
If they're able to smuggle humans and children and coke and fent, imagine what got across our border the past 4 years.
Shout out the sand tiger and all other tigers that are related to the sand. Oh, is that a good shout out? Works for me.
What's the name of the outfits previously?
Me personally, I don't care. I'm Moroccan.
What if you're a jungle tiger, or you're a grass tiger, or you're a rock tiger, or what if you're a gravel tiger? I'm trying to think of other kind of things that are on the ground or whatever. Grass, sand, dirt tiger, sand tiger, dirt tiger, rocks, asphalt tiger, road tiger. I'm missing any other tigers. If I missed a tiger based on the kind of ground material, let me know.
I only care about my country.
Lava doesn't count. I don't think you can use lava as a tiger.
I love
exactly. That's my point.
It's Savannah with Her Patriot Voice. Have
you guys seen the new flight commercial? It says something like, if you're doing out of India, we can book you a flight. You know, I haven't seen that one yet, but that is kind of the going thing again. You know, like if you like the other country so much and you want to make sure that it doesn't get affected for doing bad things to its people, then go there and try to be one of its people.
Here with Mickey and Ariel today. We're in Miami, and many of you probably watched the State of the Union last night because you're a true American. There was a very interesting thing that happened where Trump asked all of these Democrats, all these Republicans, to stand up if they believe that we should prioritize American citizens' safety and well-being over illegal immigrants, and none of the Democrats stood up.
If you agree with this statement,
Okay, the same thing as the last one. Let's see if we can get a different perspective from a Florida. I think James Cook is in California.
then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
And so we're going to ask people's opinion on this today, doing a little different type of intro on my iPhone because I thought it'd be more personal. If you like this video, let me know in the comments below. Thumbs it up and support my work at blacklineguardianfund.com. Help you
Just to speed it up, I'm going to put it at 1.25 speed, just FYI.
be safe here out on these streets. Let's head into the video. Hey, sir, did you watch the State of the Union last night? The State of the Union? Yeah, what'd you think?
I love it.
Yeah?
I love it. I love Trump.
Oh, you love Trump. Are you from here?
No, well, I've been here for 40-something years.
Okay, where are you from originally?
Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Oh, I was trying to guess his accent on that one there. Puerto Rico, yeah, makes sense.
Very, very nice. It was very interesting, in my opinion, that when Trump said that we should protect American citizens over illegal immigrants, none of the Democrats stood. Do you think that was also interesting?
Like always, I'm doing the opposite.
Always doing the opposite.
Always. So I'm not surprised. I wasn't surprised at all. I just Trump, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like it or not, I just think that I don't care about it. But most of it, I love him.
Yeah.
He's tweeting everything. I don't know. I don't care. I go to the market. And he says it's very expensive. Where?
Right. People.
You guys complain about my microphone and my voice? Come on now. Quit saying I have the bad voice. Come on now.
Say that he doesn't like Puerto Ricans and Hispanics, but
I'm sure he has a good reason for his voice issues or something like that, but give me some slack.
here you are, a Puerto Rican, supporting him.
Puerto Rican, American citizen, so I don't care.
Yeah. Well, awesome. Well, thank you. Have a great day. Enjoy your ride. Did you watch the Trump State of the Union last night?
Oh, really?
No, we're not from here. No?
We're not from here.
Oh, okay. Where are you guys from?
We are from different countries. Both of us were from Tunisia.
Well, okay.
She's from Morocco, and she's from Algeria.
Very nice. Well, welcome. So glad to have you here. So something really interesting happened last night when Trump said, everyone stand, to the Democrats and the Republicans, if you believe that we should put American citizens over illegal immigrants. None of the Democrats stood up. What are your thoughts on that?
We don't support both sides. I believe all of us. We don't support both sides. And I believe both sides.
Yeah, you'll notice that too. Algeria, Morocco, Tunisia, not really socialist countries, I don't think, in most of those cases there. So I'm guessing they're going to say they don't like Trump for the most part on these ones here. But if they're from Cuba or Poland or some former country that was under communist or socialist rule, they're not big fans of the liberals.
Yeah, that's fair. There are issues with both sides, I would agree. But do you think that a country should protect its citizens before people
I know we'll be honest season.
who illegally entered a country? No?
I think everyone is similar. Everyone has to be protected. We're all humans, so I feel like this is a discrimination. And
but if you break the law,
yeah, if you break the laws, there's something different, you know. But if you are here legally and everything, so yeah.
No, he specifically said illegal people who entered illegally. They should not be like Americans should not be put over people who enter illegally. Is what the Democrats stand for.
Illegal.
Yes.
You are all illegal.
They're all illegal. Oh, I didn't mean to throw that at you.
Historically speaking, you're all illegal. So
no, we conquered the land.
Tunisia. Where is Tunisia? She's from Tunisia. Let's see. Tunisia's history or something like that. Was she illegal or something like that? Tunisia map. Africa. Yeah. First that was Africans, then the French took it over, as you can kind of get a French accent there. So there's a lot of French there. So yeah, so she's a colonizer, and she's telling us to not colonize.
And if you were born in America, you're an American, right?
So yeah, if you're saying so, but yeah,
that's what the law says, not me.
Well, her family, anyway, was likely a colonizer back in the day.
If you're illegal, of course, you're not supposed to be here.
Yeah.
But if you have a job and you have,
find a way to make them legal. They should find a way to help them. Not just throw them away.
Yeah.
Did you give your house up to the Native Africans back in the day? Did you give your house up and leave your country there? Did you go back to France? No, it doesn't look like you did because you said you're from Tunisia. So why didn't you give up your house back in the day? If you're from Tunisia, Northern Africa country, why didn't you give up your home to Native Africans if it's their land?
It's not, well, not really throwing them away. It's like, go back to your country and then you can come in again the right way.
But they will never allow them to come, is that?
Sure they will.
Do you think they will allow them to come?
I mean, if they're not violent criminals or if they don't bring in drugs. I think if like you're trafficking drugs illegal.
Why are you going to hit the hay? What did the hay do to Britt? Be nice to the hay. You're to your local cow or something like that. Don't hit the hay. Although, you probably know where that came from or something like that back in the day. Actually, I'm guessing it came from, the cowboy type days, but the origin of hitting the hay. Did it have any kind of special origin or just kind of what the cowboys did when they were cowboys? Hit the hay originated in the 20th century, circa 1900s, 1910s, and literally refers to jumping into beds of mattresses stuffed with hay or straw, which was common for the working class. The phrase was popularized as an idiom for going to sleep, with early usage noted in American dialect studies and sport reports. Okay, so that means that Britt has hay in her mattress. So, yeah, that's what it means. That Britt has hay in her mattress. Just kidding. I'm mean today. I don't know why. I'm taking it out on you, Liz. BCP took it out on me the other day, so I'm projecting it onto other people. I apologize. Your father used to use it. I think a lot of people still use it. But technically, if you're around in the 1910 or whatever, then you can use it. But I don't think you're allowed to use it anymore.
Legally across the border, you're showing you don't really respect.
Those are criminal. But being illegal
is a crime.
Yeah, Mr. Ed hit the hay. Literally. He didn't have a mattress in between the hay or whatever. But he just, it's literally hay or straw. Actually, probably what they did or whatever is put kind of the blanket material or some type of blanket over the hay or whatever, so it wouldn't just be sleeping on the hay, And then later on, when they figured out mattresses for the working class, and then they sort of make a material all the way around the hay and compacted it, I would guess.
It doesn't make you. That's not a crime. Maybe.
I mean, it's illegal entering.
Well, okay, they are legal. They don't have their, paperwork or all of that, but still, they are not criminals.
Yeah, well, they committed a crime, so.
Yeah, if they're committing crimes, they are not.
You know what happens in some European countries when you try to enter the border illegally? You get shot. So we're a little bit nicer to where, we're not going to shoot you. We're just going to tell you to come back the right way. And Trump is paying for a one-way ticket back to your place, back to where you're from. He's pretty nice, right?
Yeah, that's very nice of him. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. You guys are here legally, right? You came on visa.
Yes.
So why can't people just be like you guys? Yeah. Just respect the rules.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's not easy,
but you still did it.
There are some people, they have a very difficult situation in their countries. They're just trying to find a way to live, So that's why you have to listen to them.
Recently, they're not just sending illegal people. I don't know, how could you just go in the street and just assume that person is illegal?
Well, so they have a warrant out.
You literally just said you guys have documents, a visa, showing you're here. Therefore, the government knows that you are here legally. If they ask you your name, or you're probably carrying those visas around. And they know who does not have that paperwork. Because if they did have paperwork, they would have been given that paperwork, legal paperwork, when they crossed the border. So it's like you were given the paper when you came in on the airplane, likely. That way... How do I don't have to explain this to people.
For their arrest.
There was a really bad way of putting people in custody or something like that, taking them to jail and questioning if they are legal or illegal. I have seen all those ICE videos going.
Unfortunately, we have to do that, though.
That was not good. No,
we have to do that because there are so many people.
You could just ask for their credentials.
Yes.
they don't have them, you got to take them in and make sure that they're legally here because they're cutting in front of people like you guys.
I understand, but you don't have to be that violent. I don't see that in Europe.
Well, because they've let so many people in that have the opposite of European values that it's now gotten so intense.
I'm definitely against people living illegally in any country. You know, let's be.
I just wish that people would not resist arrest because then they wouldn't have to get violent.
Hit the soda. Hit the soda. Hit the soda. Hippers and babies. Yeah.
All right. I hope you get all your answers and the things that will make America great again.
Yeah. You want to make America great again?
No, I'm not from here. I'm not planning.
You don't want to make America great?
I'm just going here. I'm just coming here to enjoy my time.
Yeah. Because you enjoy America because it already is great, right?
Yeah, but no, it's not great.
So why are you here?
Huh?
So why did you visit?
I'm coming for work.
You don't think it's fun and great right now?
No.
You came for work, so why didn't you go somewhere else for work if you got a good job here? You know, why did you come here? Because I'm guessing you got a nice salary here from an American job here that you would not have gotten the same kind of salary from another country. Why did you get a high salary in America versus other countries? Because it's pretty great, isn't it?
We're not talking about the same greatness, though.
Oh, why not?
You know what I'm talking about?
You tell me.
I'm good. I'd rather go enjoy my time.
Yeah.
Than fix things for you guys and just going and asking people in the streets who are not from here.
What are you trying to promote? Like by your question?
Well, I just ask people questions on the street and try to have productive conversations.
No, like you asked us about what happened yesterday, right? But what's your, like, where do you stand?
Where I stand is I think it's absolutely repulsive that Democrats refuse to stand up for Americans before people who disrespected our immigration laws, which every single country in the world has, by the way, and then just decide to think that those people are more important.
They would walk away after hearing a normal common sense perspective
Than Americans.
All right, they are people.
Of course. I'm not saying that they're less.
Do you understand? Yes, they have rights as humans. They don't have rights as citizens. Do you understand the difference? They have the right to life as a human. They have the right to take care of themselves as a human. They don't have the right to be in a different country that they crossed illegally to.
And human is what I'm trying to get forward to you, but we have countries.
Yeah, okay, but you have also the I don't know, the freedom of speech and everything. They have the right to show their disagree about the way you are treating them.
As visa holders, right there, you just said illegal immigrants have the right to freedom of speech. Let's see if visa holders I asked, do visa holders have the same rights to the First Amendment as citizens? Yes, visa holders and non-citizens within the United States generally possess the same First Amendment rights to freedom of speech, religion, and peaceful assembly as citizens, as established by the Supreme Court precedents, well protected. However, well protected, non-citizens can face unique immigration consequences such as visa revocation or deportation for actions seemed to violate national security or other legal, non-protected activities. Speech and protest. Non-citizens, including visa holders and lawful permanent residents, green card holders, like she might be, have the right to criticize the government, engage in political activism, and participate in demonstrations. Limits and consequences. While the government cannot typically deport someone solely for lawful speech, engaging in activities that are not protected, such as inciting violence, and making threats, or engaging in certain political associations, can lead to legal repercussions, arrest, or immigration consequences. Potential risks. Some reports indicate that in certain contexts, foreign nationals have faced visa revocations based on statements, beliefs, or associations deemed adverse to U.S. foreign policy.
Yeah, treat them.
Absolutely, I agree with that.
Exactly. So I don't know. You should find ways to deal with this situation rather than what you are doing.
Yeah. So people can have the free speech to say anything. I can have this free speech to, be racist if I want to. I know that's an extreme thing.
Or advocate for violence, and like that one guy from Colombia or whatever that was kind of saying, yeah, take over this part of the school or whatever. It's okay to take over that part of the school. That's why he should have been removed, or at least has visa taken away by the State Department, and then therefore that he doesn't have documentation, and then notify the ICE authorities, and then he goes bye-bye.
That's free speech, but that doesn't make it right, is my point.
Being racist is not free speech as long as
it is actually. I can under the First Amendment, I can say
These people still live in this kind of Frenchy world or whatever. That they think that race is talk or whatever is bad, and that's why it's in their heads or whatever, from Germany, UK, and other places over there, that if I say something bad about immigrants, I can be arrested, and they sort of transfer that into immigrants can do whatever they want to do here. They should have the same rights as everyone else. They think that's, if they say that immigrants shouldn't be here, they think that's racism, and they think that they can get in trouble for that in their countries. Therefore, they, as the public, they sort of say it's okay for immigrants to be in our country illegally, because they don't want to be charged with a racist charge of some sort in the UK or wherever. You see where the public can be pushed because of stupid laws like that?
I hate blank. I can actually say that.
You can say what?
I can say I hate whatever I want. That's free speech.
Me personally, I don't care. I'm Moroccan. I only care about my country. I love
exactly.
my country.
That's my point.
I don't
That's my point. Is that you care about your country more? Why? Because
I'm Moroccan. I'm not American. I don't have your problems.
Exactly.
Sorry, guys. I don't feel it.
Exactly. But here you are.
Yeah, but I'm just I'm Moroccan. I only care about Morocco.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. But our point is that you understand why we care about America. I understand.
So you don't want people entering Morocco illegally and bringing non-Moroccan values.
They're not trying, so it's okay. We're fine.
I wonder why they're not trying. All right. Thank you, guys. Last night, President Trump asked everyone to stand if they believe that we should prioritize American citizens over illegal immigrants.
I'm curious what the Moroccan immigration enforcement would do if somebody stayed there illegally.
So outsiders that enter our country illegally, and none of the Democrats stood. What do you think about that?
In my opinion, honestly, I'm Mexican. I'm black and Mexican myself, so I just see what a lot of my people, everybody did for us. So to be honest, I think that everybody deserves the right, eventually
the
right to be here and succeed in their own way, as a business, driving, whatever. I feel like everybody deserves a foot in the door somewhere, here, 100%.
So do you not believe in borders? Like we shouldn't have separate countries?
Honestly, I feel like, everybody comes in and out. We've been doing it for the past hundreds of years. So honestly, I feel like it's just...
What do you come in and out with? A passport?
Yeah.
Yeah. But for the people who don't have those, who just snuck into the border in the middle of the night or, do you think that those types of people who go against our immigration laws, which every country has, by the way, that those should be prioritized over American citizens?
Well, I wouldn't say prioritized. I would just say it in the sense of what we can do to help, but not sincerely be like, well, they're number one. Obviously, we're here, we stand, we still are building, we all pay our taxes, all whatnot. So I feel like 100% we should be prioritized. But, in the sense of them, I feel like, they deserve the right to have the opportunity to be prioritized.
I'll be honest, it is easier for them to open up bank accounts. It is easier for them to get properties. It's easier for them to sign leases. And I live here, like I was born here, you know what I'm saying? And it is easier for them to acquire a lot of shit.
Facts.
Is that fair?
Honestly, no. But the only reason why I would somewhat agree with it, as in taking someone in, not saying we shouldn't be forced at the end of the day. At the end of the day, we don't understand their circumstances where they come from, but at the same time, it doesn't mean that they're right to come and use the system.
Especially because we think about
a lot of foreigners come. This is speaking from how I know how shit is. A lot of foreigners come, they get loans, and then they take the same USD back to their country, to where that money is literally taken out of our economy and put into somewhere else.
Facts.
know, a lot.
But that's a different, that's a different level though. That's way different than actually immigrants trying to seek a better life.
Right, but what about the immigrants who they're getting cut in front of that actually are waiting? So they've waited months or years.
My parents are from Trinidad. They actually went through the whole process, which took years.
Right.
Like they actually did it illegally.
And I'm sure they'd say it was worth it, right? Because the people like your parents, it like makes America great.
Yeah, I understand that, especially like on the border, right? Yeah, I understand that they're seeking a better life, but the picture is bigger than that. Like as far as that, there are more. It's way more than immigrants seeking a better life coming across the border. There are terrorist cells. There are people with who knows what that they're coming into the U.S. Like it's known that cartels and certain groups are working with like ISIS, Al Qaeda, and things like that. So like, if they're able to smuggle humans and children and coke and fentanyl, imagine what got across our border the past 4 years when what's the name was in office previously.
And then that now endangers our American women and children. So we gotta you vet people before you let them in your house, right? You do the same. You don't just let anyone in your house.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah. So if you want to house an illegal immigrant, go ahead, but
it's like,
just can't force it.
It'll never be a balanced topic because like I feel like there is no right and wrong because like I said, at the end of the day, people are trying to seek a better life, but then there's another side of that. There's always a good and there's always a bad. It's never equal.
Right. So then the people who come here and then sell drugs to young women, sometimes not all. I'm not saying all, but many of them have committed heinous crimes like murder, rape, child porn. That's not trying to seek a better life. People trying to seek a better life aren't doing those things. So yeah, well, cool. Well, you guys are awesome.
At the same time, it's not everyone though, so that's why we can't never.
That's why we got to vet every single one of them, even though it'll be a long process, and then they can come in if they're all good. It's pretty simple.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you watch the Trump State of the Union address?
Oh, wait. It's politics?
Well, it's just your opinion.
No. Nope. Never mind.
Why?
No politics.
Why?
Nope.
Politics is very important.
It is very important.
Okay.
You did not watch though.
That's okay.
If you're on vacation, you want to do politics.
I get that. Well, just a quick question. So Trump asked people last night, all the Democrats and all the Republicans, to stand up if they believe that we should prioritize American citizens and residents, legal residents, over illegal immigrants. And none of the Democrats stood up in agreement with that statement. Does that concern you? What are your thoughts?
Fuck them.
F them?
Fuck them.
Yeah. Are you a conservative? Oh, I keep throwing this at people, guys. So sorry.
No, yes, I'm a conservative.
Okay, so are we.
I'm 100% a conservative.
So,
yeah.
pro-Trump.
Yes, of course.
So why didn't you want to talk about politics? Did you think I was a liberal?
No, I didn't think anything. There's just no need to talk about I guess there is a need to talk about politics, but I think that you have to look at the bigger picture instead of politics. There's two parties. They're trying to divide us. Maybe we should all come together as one instead of fighting about politics all the time.
But how can we come together with people who want to prioritize illegal immigrants, people who will not stand for Irina Zarutska, who was
Actually, I'm thinking veteran.
murdered on the train in Charlotte by a man who was let out 14 times. He's schizophrenic. He's obviously very mentally ill. And they wouldn't even stand for her.
The tattoos, the hairdo. I'm thinking vet.
That's a terrible thing. I mean, it's a messed up thing, but you can talk.
Everyone wants to use loaded language with the news, and once we stop using loaded languages and stop separating each other and just talk about what's great about our country, because people do want to immigrate here, why is the news talking about all the bad things, but our country is clearly the best and most immigrated too? Why not talk about that? That will unite everyone, right?
Unfortunately, I don't really think it is. It is bringing everyone together because a lot of the Democrats want to prioritize illegal criminals, people that come into our country, don't share American values. No, I understand.
Everyone wants to come here. Doesn't mean
4 years in the military, he could be 22, 23,
Doesn't mean people.
This guy here, I'm guessing, a little richer guy or something like that, maybe just because of the hairstyles. Speculating there, but a little more privileged. I'm guessing the other guy didn't look quite as privileged as this guy looks.
Should come here illegally. Just everyone does want to come here. Let's talk about how good our country is and why people want to come here.
As a person who I'm a strong conservative, don't get me wrong, but I think the Democrats as well as Republicans, like he was kind of saying, but in better words, we should get together and be one united country. We are United States of America. We used to be a strong country. Why aren't we strong anymore? Why do we have to divide each other? Why is the government dividing everyone? Why can't we get together instead of politics? And the social media that's going to bullshit you and make up these lies about Trump. Hey, you could be conservative. They even make up lies about Kamala Harris. They will make up lies to break you guys apart. Why are we broken?
I agree with that.
Broken apart country. It's the truth.
I have to.
Look at this thing in the background here. I gotta look way over here in the corner here. You can see where the cursor is. That's on the self-driving delivery things or something like that, isn't it? I seen it was Oregon State University and things like that. It's like a DoorDash, but automatic Like it has a GPS on it. Watch as it goes here. Thing behind that van there. You see that?
Why are we broken apart?
See that? There's nobody driving that thing.
Country. It's the truth.
See, it's hard to tell now.
I have to say, it is mainly Democrats, and there are also some Republicans who I believe are rhinos.
Those are remote controlled by somebody or something like that.
But they don't believe in our Constitution and American values. I mean, how are we supposed to work with people?
It was a food bot, and we think she's in Florida here, so they've a rich area of Florida, so it makes sense they probably have a lot of those kind of things around there.
In America to better our country when they don't even believe on the values that we were founded on?
I agree with you, and I think we should 100% believe in those values. I mean, if you're an American, you should believe in our American values, no matter what party you are, 100%. But they're, like I said before, the Democratic Party, the Republican Party, there's some people in each group that will never be together, and that is a problem with this country.
Who do you want to see for 2028?
A united,
stressing you out?
A United States of America. That's what we want to see in 2028.
Yeah.
That's all we want.
That's all we want. We want America to be America again. That's all we want, no matter the party.
Kamala's hinting a second run, guys.
No. Not Kamala. That's all I will. Not her. No. Someone that's fair.
JD Vance, 2028.
I would like Vance. I would like Vance a little bit, you know?
Well, you guys are awesome. Total Chad bros. Of course, they're conservative, so thanks, guys. What are we drinking? What are we drinking?
Good takes.
Deleon with what kind of
lemonade? Where's mine?
Deleon and lemonade. It's in the car.
Oh.
Yeah, either I think was Trump trying to push that in his first term. I think he was talking about his first term, like some sort of a either military for 2 years or AmeriCorps for 2 years, Peace Corps type stuff. You know, some sort of service and everything to help people understand. You know, to spend time taking care of your country.
I do, actually. All right, so I know y'all are on vacation, so I probably know the answer to this, but did you watch Trump's State of the Union address last night?
I didn't.
Oh, you
but
okay.
When I was in the airport, I met a guy. He said he was from he was going to Murcielago. He was going to the State of the Union.
Okay.
And so being a former military veteran,
thank you, much respect.
It's a lot of things going on right now. Today's my birthday.
Happy birthday to ya.
2/25/85. So I'm 100% disabled veteran. I had booked to Mexico.
Okay.
Cabo. So you guys familiar with what's going on right now in Mexico?
Yeah, that leads perfectly into my question that I'm going to ask. With everything that's going on in Mexico, are you happy that President Trump has closed our borders?
Yes.
Okay.
I was uneasy about what was going on. You know, I went to Atlanta airport and I had booked, a few weeks ago, for my birthday trip today. I didn't feel like I felt last year when I went to Mexico. I was a little, I wouldn't say scared.
Yes, we were scared.
I wouldn't say scared, but I was like uneasy. And my mother, she was praying. She said, I was praying something happened and she didn't want me to go to Mexico. Just being on TikTok and looking at the social media outlets, I see that there was a lot of things going on. And I want to make sure I'm able to come back, be able to come back so I can support my family and my kids and my lady as well, so we can be here for our children. So what we did was we diverted and we chose chose Miami instead of Mexico.
All right. Mm-hmm. And you feel pretty safe around here?
Yes.
Hey, Ocean Drive, you can't lose. Collins, you can't lose. Yeah.
So interesting thing that happened last night was that Trump asked everybody to stand on the Republican and the Democrat side if they agree with the statement. And the statement was, do you think we should prioritize American citizens' safety and well-being over illegal immigrants? And none of the Democrats stood up. What are your thoughts on that?
Illegal immigrants? So
should she prioritize American safety over them?
Not just Americans, but safety for everybody.
Yeah, residents.
I'm an 11th grade history teacher. I'm from Montgomery, Alabama, and I teach 11th grade history. So I tell my students, we just got done talking about the progressive era, the reform era, child labor laws.
Thank you for your service, or his service. Thank you.
Temperance movement, the 19th Amendment. It's a lot, man. But the main thing, a lot of immigrants came to the United States years ago. It was an influx of over 12 million immigrants, and the immigrants helped build the country to where they at now. So I got respect for immigrants and also the American people that was born here. Everybody need to be safe, man.
Right.
Everybody need to be safe.
Right. But I mean, when you enter the country illegally, you are disrespecting America's immigration laws, which every country has. It's not just America. And most countries are way more strict on their immigration laws than we are. And so,
than the United States. Let's go through the proper channels. But now, if you was born here, hey President Trump, if you was born here, your parents maybe didn't do the correct thing as far as green card citizenship. Hey, You can't send them back, man. They was born here in an American hospital. Let's give them the same opportunities that everyone have. But hey, who am I? I'm just a disabled veteran, right?
No, you're also a history teacher. You're a fun guy. You know how to dress all stylish. You're a bunch of things.
I don't know anything about politics. I don't know anything about the military, right? Who am I? I'm just Mr. Foxhall, right? All right.
Well, I can tell you're a great history teacher, and I appreciate that. We need people, we need actual history being taught, because I feel like a lot of people try to rewrite history and separate. One thing they try to do is separate Black history from American history, but Black history is American history.
So I am intoxicated, but I am.
Mr. Fox, y'all.
Liked it, give it a big thumbs up.
That was funny.
Make sure you're subscribed with post notifications on so you never miss an upload. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.
That was her Patriot Voice there. If you guys want to see more of her content, click that link for you in just a second there. Copy, paste. Nobody wanted to click on the link or whatever. They're all hanging out with their families. They're doing something important there. It's 10 o'clock at night here. Nobody wanted to hang out with me. I see how it is. I see how you guys are. Nobody wants to hang out with Mr. Bill at night here, talking about whatever's on your mind or something like that. But I'll send Quincy a text here, okay? Let's see if Quincy's going to answer the text here. So I know it's 11 o'clock his time. He probably doesn't want to stay awake, but I'll just check and see if he's. Oh, yeah, I gotta do that tomorrow. See if he's sleeping or not. Let's see if he answers the text here. Is he going to answer my text? Let's see how long it takes him to answer the text here. You just jumped in? No, you didn't jump in. Are you working tonight again, Ingrid? Where did you jump in? If you jumped in, I would see you in the thing there. I don't see you down there in the backstage there. So you jumped into something else, maybe something not so pretty or something like that. Oh, you love anger? Nicholas loves anger. Just FYI. You jumped on. Oh, you jumped on as in you started a stream or something like that? So you want me to raid you or something like that? Is that what you're saying here? Is that what he's saying? He wants me to send people his way. I don't mind doing that if he's on right now. 10 o'clock. Just got to hit refresh here to see if he's on over there. I don't know if he is on or not there. YouTube is just not good at sending out those notifications today for some reason. No, he's not live. He's trying to trick me. He says he's live. What's keeping you? How long does it take these old guys to turn on a computer, turn on YouTube Studio, press go live? There's like 3 buttons. Come on. I know 3 buttons are probably too hard for Angry, but you know, wait till he tries to hit 4 buttons, then you get a really scary thought. Anyway, hopefully he's doing good. If you wanted to, Angry, here's an idea for you. You probably want to do one stream or whatever tonight. Understandable, but if you did want to hang out on mine or whatever, it might be more interesting. What I was thinking of telling you and Geyer to do or something like that, if you guys are both staying up late, send Geyer a message and see if you can talk about what's on his screen. That's what I'm going to tell Geyer right now, okay? Because that way Geyer can kind of chill out or whatever, the fam, while you're at work, and you can talk about whatever you see on Geyer's screen. And Geyer right now, if he's live, let me check and see. As I'm killing my own chat by talking about all this other stuff. Is he still live? Yes, he is still live. I'll give you Geyer's screen here. Ooh, something happened over there. Right there.
It's an early Wednesday morning, 8 o'clock, 8:05 in Beirut, where missiles have just been dropped in Beirut, live on the world cam in the city of Beirut in the Middle East. We're going to continue to bring you this coverage as we monitor it live. Black billowing smoke coming from the buildings where the missile had just dropped. As you can see, smoke is beginning to fill that part of the city. Sounds like more incoming missiles. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Slows Pam too. I think he's got jokes there. I just think it'd be kind of a cool idea if a guy doesn't mind. He might not like the idea, but I think it'd be kind of a cool thing for him to be able to do, because all you would have to do is you go to StreamYard.
In Beirut, it sounds like they are dropping bombs on Hezbollah targets. That seems to be the common thing in Beirut.
Let's see if he's going to answer.
Early morning hours of Wednesday, March 4th, 2026.
He must be sleeping. He didn't respond to my text message. It's been 4 minutes. Right. Yeah, he's got a slow work computer. He doesn't want to use his laptop for some technical reason. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm trying to see if Guy was going to look at my chat here. Maybe busy or just talking and not seeing the screen that he's broadcasting or something like that. But something crazy in Beirut there. Looks like Israel's trying to take out Hezbollah while they're working on Iran too. It sounds like. Come on, come on. Anyway, this is Geyer Digital's feed here. I'm going to give him a link there, but since I raided Geyer yesterday, I'll raid Angry Oregonian tonight if he ever gets set up there over there. But I'd like you guys to kind of work together. If I was you guys, I think that would be a cool plan, you know. Not everybody's just going to like to look at a screen full of smoke, but if you mix it with a little bit of talking about different subjects, I think it'd be kind of cool.
So we were on a different screen when we heard the bombs drop, and I
don't know what he's got going on with that one there. Here's the link to Geyer, though, if you guys want to. You can follow him over there. Help him stay about 500 people over there. I'd appreciate it. Geyer Digital's link right there. It'd be crazy, Kimberly. Craziness. Let's see what's going on here. Worst case scenario, Anger can do what he did yesterday and just kind of show Geyer a screen on the and talk about it that way there. But it'd be kind of cool if they kind of got together and talked about it or whatever. Late night maniacs like those two guys are. Otherwise, I'm just chilling here, not doing anything, waiting for him to send a text message to me here. Nope, no response from Quincy. I can see if there's any other things going on Twitter.
black smoke billowing the entire city of Beirut. This is the Geyer Show. We are here coming to you live and commercial free. If you're just tuning in to the war live stream, this is the War Watch. Stay where you are. The War Watch shifted. Stay where you are. The world shifted. Moments ago, multiple munitions confirmed. Israeli air-to-surface missiles slammed into the heart of Beirut. We are seeing the plumes of smoke right now on the feed. If you are watching the 4K tactical stream, look at the grid. That's the Daya district. Total blackout in southern suburbs, followed by a secondary cook-off that looks like a high-value munitions cache. Now let's get boots on the ground in reality.
Yeah, I
This isn't just
figured,
another
yeah.
border skirmish. This is a 5-day broader conflict. Following the strikes in Tehran.
Yeah, I only heard it for a few seconds because I was sending a message to his Twitter, so his Twitter audio came on same time as YouTube audio came on.
Violence. Reports are coming in of a strike near Hezmeyah that is predominantly Christian, area southeast of downtown. And they aren't just hitting the strongholds anymore, they're hitting the infrastructure.
No worries.
Now look at the monitor, folks. For those of you on the radio, for those of you just tuning in, we've got our War Watch eye in the sky fixed on the Mediterranean coastline. You can see the Lebanese army pulling back from the border positions. The open war Hezbollah promised, well, it's here. We just caught a thermal signature of a low-altitude cruise missile bypass. Hold on, wait. Hold on. Back that up. Yeah, this hit a hotel structure in the suburbs. Ambulances are screaming through the streets of Beirut right now, but the gridlock is total.
Not again.
People are fleeing. It looks to be up north on their scooters, driving over the rubble. We saw moments ago. So this is the dominant effect. Deridia's embassy was hit by drones this morning, and now the Beirut is a furnace. So our sources are telling us that the IDF is pushing ground troops into southern Lebanon as we speak. So there was a ceasefire in 2024. This completely collapses it.
That's cool.
If this is the case, if this is the breaking news that we're coming across right now.
Hurry up, hurry up.
I did, Mr. Bill. I did. We're just commenting on some breaking news here.
Okay, cool.
As you can see, bombs were just dropped in Beirut. Let's switch over to the Iron Dome feed, see if we can get some if we can hear any of these alarms going off.
This Geyer Digital, let me put his banner down here for you. Let's go live right now. I have his thing already on.
No air raid sirens going off in the Iron Dome. Man, if this guy would just zoom out just a little bit here.
Pew shots.
Fired. There we go.
I can do stuff like that too. Not as cool as that effect was, but I can bring things on the screen too. Watch this one.
Cast. Here's what we have confirmed through our ground sources and official Lebanese state media. The Hezmeyah strike, a missile just slammed into a hotel in Hezmeyah, only 5 kilometers from downtown Beirut. Ambulances are being dispatched as we speak. That's coming from BSS News. Later on Wednesday, state media said the Israel strikes hit a hotel in Beirut suburb of Hezmeyah, a 4-story building in the eastern.
Okay, you're restreaming me, you're restreaming Geyer, then I'm going to restream you. So let's see if this is fun here. Hold your horses. There he is. It's 280.
So I know who's here.
There.
That'd be great. Welcome who's already here. There he is. Yeah, we got kind of a mess going on here. I am restreaming Mr. Bill, restreaming Geyer.
All right, you guys have fun here. And we'll send you guys over to the Angry Oregonian there. You just saw him over there. He's going to take it from here for you. Hopefully you'll be nice to him. Kimberly, you probably get along with him over there. Good guy over there. I think Santiago was over there chatting with him yesterday, among other people. Be nice to him. He'll talk to you about anything from Oregon politics to international relations to motorcycles to whatever you want to talk about. But he's kind of chilling out while he works and things like that. So it's kind of a cool thing to do while you're messing around over there. Yeah, you watched him before. You did? Wondered if I saw you in the chat over there. All righty. Let me first let me give you the link. I'm going to try to raid you over there anyway. You can also watch Geyer if you want to. He's a good guy too. But Geyer had 20 people watching him yesterday. For the most part, Angry only had like 5, so I'm going to feel a little bit more sorry for Angry Oregonian, but you can also watch Geyer Digital since Angry's going to be using his content anyway. But make sure you subscribe to both of them. I'll put Geyer's link in the chat one more time, and then Angry's. Hold on. Here's Geyer's link in the chat there first. He's the one that actually bringing you the screen there and the news there. Really, BCP would do it tonight and do some of this stuff here, but there's Geyer's link right there. Follow him if you want to just get the news there. If you want to get some analysis of different things and have a little conversation, things like that with the streamer, then go to the Angry Oregonian's channel that I'll raid in here in a second. There is his channel right there. The Angry Oregonian 1776. Copying that into the channel right there. Hold his horses. As he's watching me, he should be watching Geyer because that's the stream that makes sense or whatever. But he can watch some of my old videos if he wants to. Whatever he wants to watch there, but it gives him something to do there. I was hoping that they would kind of hang out together or whatever and talk about what's on the screen there, but it's kind of hard for him to do that now because he's on YouTube, or he started his YouTube stream. So anyway, hopefully they have a good time chilling out, having fun. All right, there we go. And then let me set up the raid here. Not much else to do on a lot of shot pew pews fired, whatever they want to call it over there. Thank you guys for 19 people watching right now. Man, now I get the bigger audience, and then all those I'm about to send you guys off somewhere else. But anyway, maybe you guys only joined my channel so you could join the raid. I think that's what you're planning there is. I see how you are. You knew I was in a raid, and then you decide to join me just so you can get raided off to this guy, Angry Oregonian. But if the raid doesn't work, click on that link there that I put in the chat there. The raid should work there, however, and you'll see a go now at the top of the chat when you're about to go watch the Angry Oregonian talk about different things. Oh, BCP is live also. Yeah, but I think he's just kind of puts that on the screen or something like that. Geyer and the Angry Oregonian will actually talk to you. I don't think BCP's going to be awake to talk to you or anything like that. So actually, no, he was kind of talking over there. I'm not sure what's going on there, but BCP gets enough attention. We're going to send you guys over to the Angry Oregonian. There he is. Save that over there. All righty. I think I got it set up. Change to saved, yes. All right, now we'll bring it back over here to the Angry Oregonian to make sure he's doing something important. No, he's still restreaming me, I think. Is he restreaming me? He's restreaming me. He's going to have to restream Geyer, though. Because right now he's restreaming me, and in my stream, he's not going to be able to restream me because I won't be here. So he's going to have to restream Geyer or the BC Preacher. So that'll be his two choices at that point there, or he can talk to his audience about whatever he wants to talk to them about. But I try to give people as many choices. Even Santiago left me before I didn't even say goodbye. Santiago actually didn't even get to say goodbye, or maybe they did say goodbye and I didn't see him, but it's okay. I don't mind. I always love sharing support out there. All right. But I see you, Sand Tiger, over there. I see you in the chat. Anywho, yes, it takes me like 4 or 5 minutes to say goodbye to the chat, so that's what I do. When it takes Angry Oregonian like 20 minutes to say goodbye to his chat, so at least I say goodbye at a normal time. Good night, Kimberly. We'll see you guys later, Gators. Thank you for watching. I'll be back on tomorrow is Wednesday. Might have something going on in the mornings, probably around 2 o'clock. I'll try to do a news show or something like that. Or depending on the weather, maybe I'll try to go somewhere. Anyway, God bless, guys. Good night, chat. Good night, Wolfie. Say hello to Angry Oregonian and tell him to get a green hat next time. He needs a green hoodie. He's got a red hoodie. He needs a green hoodie. Okay? So that's what you can tell him. Thank you. Peace out. 30-second countdown. Say your goodbyes.